And we are back again, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. UTR proudly presents Talk Yo Shit. Hey, tonight is gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be lots of fun. Y'all remember what it was like? Y'all remember what it was like growing up? We about to take y'all back there. And with that being said, we're gonna hand it off to the professor. Professor, if you please, let's get it going.
All right, y'all. Tonight is Growing Up Black. Now listen up. We got 3 different sections going on. We got questions, we got finish the statement, and we also got put a finger down. So we're going to go with the questions first because the other ones is a little bit easy, okay? So, okay.
I just said okay.
Guys,
good.
Let's start with this question. What was something only found at grandma's house? What was something only found at grandma's house?
The plastic runner down the middle of the carpet.
Mothballs.
What?
Mothballs.
Wait, what?
You cannot tell me that you never walked into your
I haven't
house and smelled either 2 things, either mothballs or some sort of arthritis cream.
No, I didn't.
I have. Constantly.
I mean, mothballs. I mean, like, what? Continue. Never mind.
What? I said.
Mothballs, though.
Yep.
Okay, good. What did y'all find at your grandmother's houses? That's besides mothballs and arthritis cream, as she says.
That blue tin that everybody say didn't have cookies in it. My grandmother always had cookies in that blue tin. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
I'm actually very shocked about that because usually you'll find random items in that motherfucker.
You find barrettes and sewing needles and shit.
Sewing needles mainly.
Or y'all know that little candy, the different assorted little mints. Grandma always had those. It was either the ribbon candy, the hard one, or then it was the little mints, like the dinner mints.
My mother says shit. To this day, the reason why I hate butterscotch candy is because of my grandmother. God rest her soul. Nasty ass fucking candies.
No, you'll always find that one pan that no matter how many times you done cleaned it, it's just permanently just done.
Yeah,
and grandma still don't want to throw that motherfucker away.
It's called
or skillet.
Thank you. There it is right there.
No, it's the skillet.
That good old cast iron skillet.
Cast iron. I couldn't think of that.
The cast iron ain't messed up because it's just well seasoned.
No, I just said no because if she had it long enough, the fucking crust is coming off, and you just be sitting you simply trying to cook a hamburger, and the fucking black pieces is all on your hand. I'm like, Granny, for real, we got to go to Ross and get you another one. No, that's taking the family for high. Okay, woman. Don't be trying to boil
years and years of build-up.
Don't be boiling my burgers either. What did you just say to me? Don't boil my burgers, huh?
Or 5 to 7 years worth of expired seasonings in the damn cupboard.
All I know is "boint" is not a word, but okay. But continue.
You damn right. All the expired seasoning in the cabinet from 1963.
I didn't know season expired.
Yes, it's expired.
You be shocked, man.
I must be. I gotta go in my cabinet then because I got seasonings.
It also depends if your grandparents is a hoarder.
Wait, time out. That let y'all know when y'all go to J House, start checking the expiration date on shit.
No, it's just a simple fact that like shit like ketchup and mustard. That's when I'll be like, all right, yeah, this shit need to go. Seasons, I didn't really think about it, but I didn't know season had an expiration date like that. Shit still work for me, but go ahead. As long as it ain't clumped together. And not to mention, I buy new shit all the time anyway. So,
but being clumped together don't mean it's bad. It just means that while you was cooking, moisture got in it because you're holding it over a pot.
That could be true. Because I sure be putting it over the pot. I do be holding it over the pot. But continue. I'm sorry. I'm going off on tangents here.
Good boy.
Lord. Hi. Y'all gonna have me about my grannies. I love my grannies to death. Y'all can sit here and talk about their bad.
I love my grannies too.
Her bad candies and mothballs. Like
I didn't say her candy was bad. I didn't say my grandmother candy was bad.
I did.
The stained skillets and stained pots and pans. Like, hey.
No, it's really just name something that you find at your grandparents' house. For them, that was that. But what did you always find at your grandparents' house?
Love.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, also with a bottle of white wine. Too.
All right, I stopped trolling. I'll be for real for a minute.
I hate that fucking scent to this day. Like, Granny, this shit stinks.
Hey, let me get it out real quick.
All right.
A purple Crown Royal bag that don't have like it just has miscellaneous things on the inside of it. Like it might have like pocket change, or it might have like a box of, it might be like a bunch of bobby pins or safety pins on the inside. Like, baby, go hand me that Crown Royal bag over there. I'm gonna get your uniform right today, or just the miscellaneous things in the Crown Royal bag. Like, why is this in a Crown Royal bag?
Right.
Speaking of just random things, the china cabinet.
That wasn't just at grandma's house, though.
That was everybody. We would find it in the grandparents' house.
Not at a black. Not
at a black house.
No, in a black house, you found it at your mama's house, your auntie's house, and your grandmama's house. You found them at all of them.
The auntie, most definitely. Like, nothing with
specifically the auntie.
Because Aunt Liz had everything.
Because your auntie, for some reason, your auntie also. Go ahead, Jay. You got it.
No. Go ahead.
You got it.
No, I did enough talking for this person.
Now you acting like grandma's house.
Grandma's hands. So go ahead and talk.
Your auntie always want to outdo your mama. So your auntie thought that she was like a step above your mama. Although mama and auntie always loved each other, but like that was their way of like showing out. Like, come look at my china cabinet, or not even come look at it. You got to walk past the china cabinet, so you don't walk by and look by anyway. So that was the way. That was like siblings' war of like showing who got the bigger pockets. While I was saying I got the bigger pockets, is based off your china cabinet.
Meanwhile, she's
now go ahead, Jay.
Meanwhile, she ziplocked her whole fucking living room though, and ain't nothing but plastic everywhere. You can't sit on it. Like she got that neat ass living room that you can't watch TV in, you can't sit down in. That's for like grown folks. Y'all got to go back outside, and meanwhile it's like 30 below, and you just sit up here just like, well, thank you so much for letting us come over your fucking house. This is I'm like, I don't. But another thing I did find on my grandmother's house was Tussie deodorant. the shit with the little shit that you put your finger in and you make that you draw your name under your armpit with it. So
let me explain something to you. I found some shit at my grandma's house when she died. I didn't want to know she had. I'm gonna just put it that way.
I don't even want to know.
Yeah.
Don't do Granny like that. Please don't do Granny like that.
That's tough.
I ain't lying.
So are we finished with our grandparents' house?
Yeah, I miss Granny house though.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask this question. When anybody went to their grandmother's house for breakfast and your grandmother made a full spread, so like my grandmother would make oatmeal or grits, then you got toast and sausage, a bowl of cereal, then you got some orange juice, and then she would give us coffee. I think that's what I'm sure. But yeah. Anybody else grandparents think like that?
My grandmother did make good spreads, but I'm gonna go over to the coffee part real quick. To this day, my grandmother's the reason why I don't like coffee. because, like I say, I've been a fat guy my whole life. So one day on a Sunday morning, I thought that she had a mug full of Pepsi. And me being the sneaky motherfucker I am, I decided to fucking take a sip of this Pepsi. So, because I couldn't find a soda nowhere. When I say I burnt the shit out of my tongue and the roof of my mouth, and it left the most ironic taste in my mouth. And I hate that aftertaste with coffee. So that's why I'm like, to this day, I don't like coffee.
Oh, wait, that cup didn't feel hot?
It was hot. And I didn't know it. But swear to God, the mug was just sitting there. Wasn't no steam coming from it.
But I'm saying, when you picked up the mug, it didn't feel warm or nothing.
No, because I got it like the way she was drinking. And I'm like, and she, what you doing in there? Nothing.
You know what that taste was? The burning flesh inside your mouth.
I'm surprised the roof of my mouth didn't come down as much as I drank that shit. I was like, She coming there, why half of my coffee gone? I was like, I have no idea. Meanwhile, the shit is spilled. It's somewhat spitted on the floor. I'm like, man, this is bullshit. Don't ever in life try to steal some soda from Granny again, at least this early in the morning. Next, though.
All right, let's go to the comments before we go to the next one. Alexis in the building. That's my home girl. What's up, girl?
How you doing? Welcome to the show.
She said, not Ross, LOL.
Yes, Ross.
Marquis is in the
TJ
building.
Maxx.
Hey.
I don't think Didi's was popping
No.
back then.
No, not just yet.
Didi's wasn't popping back then, but TJ Maxx, Ross. What's the other one? Yeah, we used to go to Mervin's. Marshall's, yeah. But
Mervin's too.
Mervin's was popping too. Shit.
Yeah. All right, let me finish the comments. Marquis is in the building. What's up, girl? She says, the cookie can with no cookies in it, just sewing supplies, LOL.
My grandma had cookies in hers. I'm sorry.
Nah, cookies is gone because of me.
Alexa says, Granny was a freak, LOL. See, we didn't want to know. God damn it.
I didn't want to know.
Say something. Patty's in the building. What's up? Welcome back.
What up, Patty?
What up, Pat?
She says, my granny china cabinet was huge and couldn't touch it except Christmas and Easter.
Well, shit, at least you got 2 days out of it. We couldn't touch that motherfucker at all.
No, seriously.
If I even put my fingers on the glass, I was dead.
Christopher's in the building. What's up? Welcome back.
Salute.
He says, nah, that burnt tongue skin you tasted.
That's exactly what I tasted.
And then Christopher also says Granny had bad sit down win. What in the hell?
Wow,
that's
another thing too. Like my grandmother's and my great grandmother's house was the only house I ever known to have a floor heater.
My grandmother had one. It's still in their house to this day.
And look,
I knew one person.
I don't know
walk on it.
No, I stood on it. I stood on it barefooted. I swear to God, I've seen that woman do the shit. At least I thought I saw her do it. I tried to do that shit. When I say I burnt every piece of fucking foot off the bottom of my foot.
Skin?
Yes, all skin was just gone.
And
she's like, why'd you stand there?
You didn't have a little square marks on the bottom of your feet?
No, I had nothing but black lines just on the bottom of my fucking feet because I stood there for like a minute. And so, she was like, why did you stand there? I was like, Granny, you be standing on it. She's like, no, I stand around it, boy. I don't stand on it. And
so you managed to stay this light skinned after you cooked your feet, burned the roof of your mouth, burned your tongue. And you managed to stay this yellow your whole life.
Yes, because I don't.
At this point, he doesn't know what's hot, and the child is special.
Oh my God!
You the original Home Alone.
Your corns was not getting cooked; they were getting charcoal.
I didn't have corns at 10. I didn't have corns at 9 and 10.
Hold on, we got 3 more comments. Well, actually, a couple more. Hold on. Christopher says, "Bro is just cooked."
I really am, Chris. Like, I done learned a lot of fucked up lessons at Granny house.
You ain't never lied.
You want to talk about the time I got electrocuted? I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Okay. Patty says, "Mine had that damn heater too. My brother burned his foot. I knew better." This is my mother-in-law, y'all. Tara's in the building. What's up?
Hey.
Hi, Mom.
Welcome to the show.
She says the floor heater were the best with the blanket.
Shit.
And then Marquita's in the building. What's up? Welcome.
Hey, Kita.
She said, "I stood on 1, 2 before 2 have mercy."
Oh, so I ain't the only motherfucker who done this shit.
It's a light skin thing for sure.
Hey, baby, though.
I bet you Stacy's never stand on one before.
Damn, bro.
But even if you did burn his foot, you couldn't tell. Never mind.
Anyway,
I'm not gonna do my best friend like that.
All right, y'all.
I'm gonna shut up.
You got common sense.
Out there working. My man's is out there working right now, so I'm gonna leave him alone.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But we got 2 more comments, and then we'll go to the next one. Tara, she says, "Hey." She says, "Hi." Marquita says, "Hey." And Patty says, "Y'all gonna stop doing the light skin."
Oh yeah, you kind of light bright too, Patty, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you brown skin. I'm gonna put you in the brown skin category.
Bullshit. No, you know what?
You can't put her in brown skin. Ain't nothing brown skin about her. That is light skin.
Man, to the next section, bro.
After she saw that floor heater, she became a shade darker, which make her brown skin. So leave me alone.
Wait, well, we got one more. She says, "Oh my God, don't do him."
No time to cake for him now. It's over.
Yeah,
he get every show.
Yeah, you in the chat.
You new here.
Yeah. Don't tell me what to do on the show now.
We'll have words later.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the next one?
Name a black struggle meal.
A what?
Fried bologna.
A black struggle meal that you had.
Meal.
Oh, that was a snack. Okay, so
no. You can.
It's anything. A meal is anything that you eat. I'm going to say we had that egg and rice. I ain't gonna even hold you. If I can eat rice right now, I will fuck some egg and rice up.
I do not eat eggs.
Eggs and rice with some sausage.
Sausage and rice.
Our struggle meal was definitely corned beef hash and rice for sure.
Yeah. Okay, staying corned beef hash is very
easy.
I think it's like also mainly a Caribbean thing.
Collard green juice and spam tips. How about that?
What did you say?
What? You heard me. Collard green juice and spam tips.
Okay.
That's why the dog was sick too.
I'm gonna say chili though. Although a lot of people like perfected their chili over the years, but like it's the most basic struggle meal you can ever make. Make it last.
Hey,
like
don't do that.
Like spaghetti.
You ain't lying though.
Like you can make a huge pot of chili. You can make a huge pot of spaghetti and freeze chili and freeze it.
And freeze half of it.
And like reheat it, and it'll still take like day one. Still, like chili don't go bad
if it's done right.
If it's done right.
Maybe I'm just too much, but I just don't like when people do stuff like that. I like when people take greens and freeze it in a bag. I just don't like that. Like,
I mean, I'm not saying I like it, but I'm just saying like.
But I hear you.
A struggle meal.
Look, as a kid, you had no choice. As an adult, you can be like, I'm not eating that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh well, yeah. As a child, yeah, you know, you eat what we eat at the end of the day.
You know,
I got another one too.
That big ass pot of spaghetti, you was eating on that shit for at least 3 days.
For 2 days. You eat on that shit for 2 weeks.
That bitch.
Granny get a while. Moms will get the biggest pot in the house and make that shit. But go ahead, hey, I'm sorry.
Y'all, I don't want y'all to judge me because this will end our friendship if I get any weird looks on the screen right now or any inappropriate comments in the comment box.
I'm ready to end our friendship, so go ahead.
We wasn't allowed to touch a stove back in the day, so everything was either microwave. So we made these grilled cheese sandwiches in the microwave, but only thing what it was cheese sandwiches. All we did was put 2 bread together and melt the cheese on the inside, and that was like the ultimate struggle meal. Like the bread wasn't toasted or nothing.
It was
like,
either that or you had tortilla shells.
It wasn't too bad.
That was all you had. So,
I mean, but like common sense would told me common sense would tell me put the toast in the toaster first, then throw it in the microwave to melt the cheese, and then have a grilled cheese like that. But at the end of the day, like I couldn't I couldn't use the stove to toast my bread. So I just threw the bread and the cheese in the microwave and waited till the cheese to melt. And that was my grilled cheese sandwich. To this day.
What you have to do.
Hey, work that motherfucker.
Hey, you have to do what you have to do. So hey,
anybody else got
ain't no weird looks over here.
I could I could touch the stove only because I used to cook dinner because like my parents how they used to work like they shifts or whatever. But when I tell you cooking made me perfect how to fucking make a ghetto gourmet grilled cheese.
Man.
What is
Let me explain it to you. My ghetto gourmet grilled cheese, baby. I'm gonna make me some garlic butter and I'm gonna put on there. I'm gonna get my cheese, sprinkle a little garlic on it. I'm gonna put me some turkey or some ham. Put my cheese again and put it in there. And see, I know how to grill, so it's gonna be evenly brown on both sides. Yeah, that was fire.
Let's talk about nigga tacos. You got a little bit older, and you was able to excuse my French for anybody out there.
It's growing up black. Nigga tacos.
You got a little bit older, and you was able to use the stove. So you got your ground beef and season it up, and got your shells, and it wasn't no lettuce, tomatoes. It was ketchup.
I eat tacos that way. I don't.
Gerald, the way you eat is just you eat like a little kid that don't eat a lot.
I know. You know that shit because that's the funny thing because my palate was never it never reached anything because my family was basic. They never went nowhere. So it was like this is what we eating continuously. So
that's why you had them dinosaur macaroni and cheese in your cabinet that time I come to your house.
First of all, I don't even like dinosaur. What are you talking about?
He said, "You're right. It was a dinosaur."
Now I did have dinosaur chicken nuggets back in the day.
I know you did.
Fuck some dino nuggets up.
I'm gonna say, how about eating Pop Tarts without the toaster?
That's on the way to school though. Like you didn't have time to make.
Like you have to rush out the door and you ain't got time to microwave it and all that. Eat on the go.
And low key, I got so used to eating them like out the box like that. Like when I did toast them again, I didn't like it no more.
Yeah,
like,
I don't care. I
did because every now and then I like the blueberry kind. So that blueberry toasted was fire. I'm just not gonna even hold you on it.
Strawberry and cherry was the joint.
Strawberry and cherry for sure.
Strawberry.
Maple
always strawberry for me.
Did you say maple?
Maple brown sugar.
Oh my Lord. Goodness gracious.
You was definitely on the struggle meal with maple brown sugar.
Yeah. Because those, man.
The store had to be out of strawberry and cherry. This is all that's left.
I don't know. Okay.
I don't know about y'all.
Hey, that's just me though.
Not definitely just you.
My mom
I eat them if there's nothing else there, but it's the simple fact that's not my first pick though.
I'm not
my mom had a thing for when she went grocery shopping. She didn't buy off-brand foods. She's like that shit tastes nasty. It tastes different. She wasn't buying off-brand food. My dad, on the other hand, was different. He'd pick up some shit and she'd be like, I don't know why you got that. You might as well take that back. I ain't finna eat that shit.
My mother learned her lesson one time when she got some cereal that was off-brand. And that shit, when I tell you, it sat there for like 2 months and nobody touched it. She's like, okay, I'm not going to buy these anymore. I see what you guys are going to do with this stuff.
It'll be the last time I bring some cereal.
Y'all had Fruit Loops. We had fruit circles. That's all.
Shit.
I'm sorry.
She tried. It didn't work out.
No, my pops, he'll buy. We only ate one cereal in the house, and that was Frosted Flakes.
I'm about to say we had Raisin Bread. That's all Pops like was Raisin Bread.
I don't know. My dad tried that a couple times. Like my dad tried that a couple
Lucky
times.
Charms.
He knew we wasn't gonna eat that shit.
Hey, when it got tough though, I had no choice.
When it got tough, Moto meal, and that little 30-pound bag you can get for $6 at Superior. Shit, I'm gonna say
cream of wheat with the carnation milk.
My daddy loved that shit.
Oh, the carnation milk.
That's struggle for you.
That is a struggle.
After the day, it was busting though. You couldn't tell me that wasn't the closest thing to grits. Like, we didn't have no grits in the house.
You had to do what you had to do.
Yeah, mix that shit up. Like,
go get that. Go get that cream of wheat.
No, sidebar. What's the cereal y'all hated though? I'm gonna go first. Sugar Smacks, bro. I hated that fucking cereal.
I love Smacks.
My mama used to
I
eat
want
that
that
shit.
I hated
used
Raisin
to-
Bran.
Oh my
Period.
god, I hated that cereal. Like
I hated Cocoa
it
Puffs.
was.
You hated
I-
Cocoa
yeah.
Puffs?
Yeah, I don't like chocolate in my cereal. So anything that's
Yeah,
chocolate,
I never
I don't
really been
either.
a big
Well, y'all
person
know I
like
don't
that
like
either.
chocolate ice cream, brownies, chocolate cookies, stuff like that. So yeah.
I be like,
Alrighty.
like my mom used to eat that shit.
Cheerios.
That shit used
No,
to
no,
eat
no.
that shit.
Okay, wait, Meech. Wait. If you had the non-honey Cheerios, then those were nasty. You have to have the honey
Well,
nut
you had to put a
Cheerios.
ton of sugar in them bitches.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
those
if you
are,
had regular,
It was like
if you had
the
regular
sugar
yellow,
didn't
wait, regular yellow boxes, yellow box Cheerios,
yeah.
that was
Even
trash,
like the kick.
bro. That shit
You
tastes like
had to get the
styrofoam
honey
cups.
kicks too.
Gotta get the
Oh.
honey. Everything gotta be honey. Don't do nothing plain.
Yeah.
Every cereal has gotta have some flavor in there. You get that shit like even
But I'm about to say,
light
yeah,
meat
honey nut
flavor or
Cheerios was the business
non-flavored.
though.
I love Fruity
That
Pebbles,
shit's gonna sit
but
up-
you had to
that's
hurry up
just
and
gonna
eat them
sit in your
shits because
cabinet.
once they got soggy, it was a wrap.
Yes.
I was never a
That's-
Fruity Pebbles fan.
I love Fruity Pebbles.
I like
I am
Fruity
not a
Pebbles, but
fan
once I
when my
realized
cereal
that you
gets
only
too
had
soft.
2 minutes to eat that shit,
That's what you
No,
just said.
so
Until-
what,
until
let me
it
tell you
goes
what I would do.
soggy,
I would
yep.
just pour a little bit and eat it like that. So
oh
it
my
wouldn't get
god,
soggy.
you had 2 minutes to eat that shit before that shit was soggy. Is oh.
I think that's
But
why I always
anyway,
used to do my cereal really fast because like that soggy shit, I couldn't do it.
like see, Frosted Flakes didn't do that, so you had a minute before them shits.
Hey, that was my go-to.
That's
Frosted
true.
Flakes was my go-to.
I like the Lucky Charms too. I ain't gonna even hold you.
I
Anybody
like
ate
them, I
Cookie
like them
Crisp?
back then because they used to actually have a lot of marshmallows in them. Now they don't even do that shit no more. They just like you
It's-
lucky to even get the marshmallow parts in there now.
Anybody ate Cookie Crisp?
One time,
One time.
and I think I was at a friend's house when that happened.
Not really a
It was
big
fire
fan
though.
of
I ain't
it.
gonna even hold you. Them
No,
little
I
cookies
tried it
fire.
one time. Shit, you can eat them shits out the box. Like, them shits was fire out the box. But anyway,
right, y'all,
let's get to the what's next.
We got a lot of comments. Hold on.
Just so
let me
y'all
go
know,
all the way back up here.
we got about 54 questions plus a whole we got enough tonight, y'all.
Right.
Oh yeah, we gonna get it in.
All righty. Marquita says, if she's brown, I'm brown too.
No, sis. No, sis.
You're not. No, you're
No.
not. Don't do that.
Yeah,
To yourself. Stop
motherfucker.
lying. Y'all gonna stop coming for the light skin.
Anyway, my mom said, I'm saying, why you all getting on the light skins? LOL.
Oh, I forgot. Welcome to the team.
Yeah.
Well, not my team, but his team. But, you know,
My team.
team.
Notice I'm the only light bright on this screen right now.
you ain't never
Alrighty,
lied.
so we're getting into the answers now for the current question. Marquita says bees and hot dogs.
Had that too.
Facts.
Mom said
Pork and
pork and
beans and
beans
wieners.
and
For
wieners.
sure. For sure.
Yep.
Marquita also says sugar toast. Yeah.
Butter
Yeah.
toast.
with butter.
Butter
Toast,
toast, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's busting. Busting.
Busting, bro.
I want to say this right.
Sauce.
So it is South sandwich. I
So
want to
it
make sure.
is for those who don't know, it is all parts of pigs that is boiled with seasoning. Yeah. It's a delicacy in the South.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, he said South sandwich.
Sauce sandwich. So it's like pigtail, pig ears, pig snout, that type of stuff. You know,
Yeah, I got you.
Gotcha.
I mean, don't make that face, Gerald, because it's equivalent to bologna.
it really is.
Maybe so, but
really
it's just
is.
hearing it out loud. It just makes me. Like,
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Hearing it out loud, and then you have to visualize it. It's
Right.
like,
Go ahead. But
It's all cut up meat though. It's like you don't see it, but it's all cut up and then boiled.
You're not putting a whole snout on two layers of bread.
Jesus. Okay, wait, hold on. Because he's about to have Gerald go all the way off. Hold on. Patty says my dad would take ramen noodles, whatever leftover meat, and make chow mein.
Oh, your dad went to jail.
Alexis says tripe sandwiches.
They got a word for that. Spread.
Bread.
Right.
Yeah. Alexis says tripe sandwiches. It was cheaper back in the day. LOL.
He ain't never lied.
Right.
Marquita said peanut butter and syrup sandwiches. Yep.
I don't think
I
I ever
always
seen
had
that.
jelly. I always had jelly though. But okay.
Mom said potluck with leftovers in the fridge.
That too.
Marquita says bread was stiff.
Don't talk about my bread.
She also said, I know exactly about the cheese sandwich in the microwave. Christopher says microwave grilled cheese is a slave meal.
Lord have mercy. And you over there eating sauce. You can't talk about nobody with that.
Exactly.
I was
Way in
about
the
to
water.
say, you eating pig snoot? Okay, go ahead.
Pig
And then
Snoop
mom,
is
I think
crazy.
this was for you, Jay. She said because of the hot ass coffee you drank.
Thank you, Mom. Appreciate
She
it.
also said cornflakes.
Hate
Patty
that
said
cereal.
my mom tried that with Frosted Flakes. She bought sugar flakes and put it in the Frosted Flakes box, but me and my brothers knew it didn't taste right, so it sat right there. Why they do that? Like we
Why?
can't tell the difference. Like our
Bro,
freaking taste palette
look.
is really that.
Because you're older. If you were a smaller child,
You gonna eat what I
would know
give
the
you.
difference.
You
Yeah,
gonna
you gonna eat what I
eat
give you, but
or you gonna starve?
Yeah, you couldn't fool me. No, this ain't it. This is not. Nope. I know what I'm tasting.
okay, well,
right
your
now.
ass gonna starve.
I see you at lunchtime.
You gets no breakfast.
Be ready to eat at
No
lunch.
breakfast. Your ass will be in there watching Bananas Pajamas hungry.
Christopher said, if everybody in the house is eating Raisin Bran, we assume that everybody plays Pinochle in your house.
Fuck.
Damn.
Marquita said, smacks fire.
Nope, they're not.
Patty says, I hate anything with
Roach looking
marshmallow.
cereal.
Christopher says, sugar smash like tiny.
Thank you.
Smash like tiny.
Or roach or tiny little,
Damn.
look like rat droppings and roaches.
Marquita says any cereal with dried fruit in it. Mom says shredded wheat.
It tastes like styrofoam cups. I used to hate that shit too. Big old bag of puff wheat.
Alrighty. Aunt Jeanette is in the building. What's up?
Hey.
How you doing?
How you doing?
She said, who had Farina?
I don't think I have Farina.
I don't think I have Farina.
I don't even know.
Please let us know what that is in the comments.
Yeah, definitely. Because maybe we did and we just didn't know the term.
Yeah, well, maybe it's another name for it.
I'll look it up on my phone right now. See if I can find anything.
Okay. Patty says Cookie Crisp was my shit. I would take it to school as a snack. And then Mom said also known as hog head cheese. Oh Lord Jesus.
My grandmother used to send us to the corner store and say, "Get me $2 worth of hog head cheese." And you know, $2 back then was a lot of money.
Okay, so Farina is almost like cream of wheat or like hot wheat cereal.
Got you.
Like malto, it's equivalent to malto meal.
Okay. I did grow up on that.
Look, Patty put it in the comments.
Look, Patty, no.
Oh yeah, you said it. I think Farina.
But the funny thing is, I didn't eat that either. I didn't eat cream of wheat or oatmeal. I didn't like that. I had it one time, and
the crazy thing is, I don't consider oatmeal a struggle meal.
It's not.
It can be, you know. The instant, like,
if you was on what you call it, and that's all they had. Yes, on Good Times, because she always made oatmeal and fucked it up for some strange reason. Just saying.
Why does everything
another story, another day? But anyway,
that is funny. That shit always reverts back to good times.
We talk about them way too much. We need some good time dollars over here, some sponsorships.
Shit, I'm about to say good time shit. You see, never mind, forget it.
We got a couple more comments, and then we'll go to the next one. Patty said, "Oh yeah, she already said it." Patty also says, "My dad is Panamanian, so yeah." I had that too. Yep. It's just a Caribbean thing. And Jeanette says, y'all may be too young, but Farina was the government version of cream of wheat. It came in a white box along with the government cheese in the brown box. And then my mom said, LOL.
Okay.
What was something your parents said to you that made no sense? When they would whoop my ass and then say, shut up before I give you something to cry about.
What did you just do?
Mm-hmm. You just beat my ass.
Shit. Something that my people used to say that didn't make no sense.
No, what my mama used to do when we would try to help her, it's like, no, I'm going to do it myself. And then complain later on talking about nobody ain't doing shit.
Mm-hmm. Happened multiple times.
Relatable.
Why am I drawing a blank though? That's crazy.
I'm
really drawing a blank. As much trouble as I got in, I don't.
Right.
It's a whole lot of shit that they said.
It's really just
y'all continue. I'm gonna think of something.
It's really just something they said that never made sense to you.
What man never made sense is how the motherfucking remote was right there next to them, and they will still sit here and call your ass from way across the goddamn house to come and get it.
No, you try
That
being
didn't
down
make
the
no sense.
try being down the street. You got up off the couch, come outside, and yelled at me from the house to the corner, and told me to come down here and turn the TV. Like, you sitting right next to this motherfucker. Like, I hate you. I can't stand you. What you say? Nothing. Dang.
I will say one thing. It was a saying that my mom used to say to me as a kid, and I never understood it until I grew up, which was this: you never let your right hand know what your left hand is holding. And I never understood that until I grew up and was like, oh.
You said the saying wrong. You never let your right hand know what your left hand is
There
doing.
we go. My bad. You know what I meant.
I get it. Because look, my mama said a still tongue will carry you a long way. And for the longest, I did not know what the fuck that meant. Now I know. I'm just saying.
It's not something.
Jay really drawing a blank.
No, I'm really drawing a fucking blank.
I mean, everything my parents said was pretty logical. So at the end of the day,
well, I mean,
there was
but as a kid, that made no sense to you as a kid. Like, what did they say to you that made no sense to you as a kid? And then when you got older, like, you understood it, but as a kid, it made no sense.
Do as I say, not as I do.
That one for sure. That was one of the biggest ones.
I'm gonna beat the black off. I'm gonna beat the black off you.
You was
that didn't make sense to you? Oh wait,
no.
you light skin, my bad.
No, technically
you had no black.
I'm like, you're gonna strip me of whatever little color I do have right now. Like, that is ridiculous. Like,
now you want to use big words after you came in with that F on your report card. Now you want to use strip?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had to strip if I had an F on my report card. All right.
Don't tell about your side story, man. Mr. Williams
30 years later, and now your parents is getting in trouble because you talking about
Mr. Williams is still living somewhere.
Yeah, he is living. Shit, he living on a boat somewhere.
Boats and hoes.
Yep.
Gotta have me, my boats and hoes.
Nachos and lemon heads on my dad's boat. He said.
I was saying you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Didn't understand that as a child.
I'm trying to think as a child, Heather, you didn't understand a lot of different things.
What? There were certain things that my mom would just throw out there, and it's like, what?
You know what? Your mom was a philosopher. Your mom was a very smart woman. That's what I saw that saying. A lot of things went over your head. You didn't ask mom for explanations. I'm the child who be like, Daddy, what that mean?
Like, it's funny for those about everything else.
Right.
Nah, there you go. Don't get smart with me. But you want me to be dumb, huh? You don't want me to be dumb in school. You don't want me to be smart
right.
with you.
Don't get
stop
back talking. They tell you to shut the fuck up and then
stop
ask
back
you a
talking.
question.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted me to shut the fuck up.
Right. They whoop your ass and shut up.
So do you want me to speak or you don't want me to speak? I'm confused.
Like Heather said, they ask you the question, and when you get one of the answer, why are you talking back? But you just asked me a question. I'm trying to answer what you asked me. At that point, it was a rhetorical question. You didn't know that. Okay? You didn't know it was a rhetorical question.
I didn't know what rhetorical meant till I got older.
Yesterday don't count, Gerald.
Shut up. Damn. All right.
I'm sorry. I don't want this war. I don't want this war. Please.
I got it. I thought we were together tonight, but I
better not cry, or else I'm gonna whoop your ass some more.
Or stop crying before I give you something to cry for.
I'm like, damn, I'm already getting my ass whooped. Like, what do you want me to do? Be a mute? Like, that shit hurts.
Yeah.
Me, for some strange reason, I don't see you getting in trouble as a kid.
I do.
I do too.
You know what? I take that back because you know what? You probably had a whole bunch of sticks acting like they were swords and hitting shit.
My mom did not play at all.
Yeah, I can tell. I seen that. She's living her best life with that Afro wig. But go ahead, continue.
Let's go to the comments, y'all. We can get back.
All righty. Mom said, "Come here and let me beat you with this shit."
Come here.
At this point, we already know Will got in trouble a lot.
Facts.
That's true. Patty says my mom was a constant. A hard head makes a soft ass. Yeah.
Heard that quite a few times.
Mom says yes. I was upstairs. I was so happy when the remote came out. Oh yeah, Mom, you had to actually go and turn that shit off.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn. Patty says, "Fuck that remote and that 4-ass model TV with the wire hanger for an antenna."
Damn.
That was the struggle for real. Mom says, "Oh wait, you at black? Sorry, Mom. Didn't know what that means.
Might have been a typo.
Yeah,
I think she was laughing at when he said something about beating it black.
Yeah.
Maybe you are black.
You are black.
You are black. Yeah.
She also says, "The more I teach you, the dumber I get."
Damn.
Okay.
Mom, the grandma say that? I need to know.
I wouldn't want to live
You
in
know
a house.
I want to meet Will's mom one day.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Like, I wonder if she got these sayings for us like that. But go ahead.
Patty says, "I didn't know what use elbow grease meant, but I'm sorry, I took it literally." You took elbow grease literally?
Was you greasing your elbows?
Oh Lord!
Make sure you get the elbows.
See, your mama probably thought you were smart and knocked the shit out of you for that too, didn't she?
I would have whooped you too. I would have whooped you too.
Mom told me that. Don't know what I did. Damn.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, she said yes. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Name a way you knew if you was in trouble.
Oh shit!
When I got called Patrice Dunshay Spencer.
Let me write that down. We're gonna look up your social security number tomorrow.
No.
They hit you with that full government. You're cooked.
No, the crazy thing is
because till this day, even y'all, nobody calls me by my first name. The only time I get called by my first name is when I'm at work.
I used to call you by your first name all the time. You used to correct me too. Like, stop calling me by my first name. I was like, all right.
That's because you just met me and you didn't know me.
I'll never forget though. You on borderline cursed me out because I kept on calling you Patrice.
Because nobody calls me that, but people at work. And then even when I worked for LAUSD, I wasn't called Patrice. Everybody called me Shay.
I'm sorry, Patrice.
You got it, double A. You got it.
Well, one way I knew I was in trouble was when my report card did come home. Because
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you.
And my dad my dad never called me by my whole name. Didn't nobody in the house ever get called by their whole name, but you can tell the anger in my dad's voice when he called me my name that I knew I was in trouble or something was about to go down. And you know, I run into the room, his belt is sitting on his lap, and he just reading my shit. Like I'm like, yeah, I'm supposed to get it. So let me start explaining. that teacher line. I turned in all my homework assignments.
Just for them to grab your backpack, like, well, there's yesterday's assignment, there's a day before. So now you're lying to me.
This is something I was supposed to turn in 2 weeks ago.
Man.
Damn.
Look, my mom didn't have to say nothing. All she had to do was give a look. That's it.
I agree with that.
All was needed. She didn't need to say nothing.
I got them too.
Just a look.
I definitely agree.
That look shit worked. When I worked for LAUSD and them kids would be acting a fool, I wasn't yelling. And I have a playground voice. I can get real loud, but I wasn't yelling. I said, fuck this shit. Y'all not finna make me lose my voice because y'all on some bullshit. I just stand there like this. And I'm looking at kids. They're looking at me. Now all of a sudden everybody want to get in line because Miss Shishi's looking. Miss Shishi's looking. Oh, now you motherfuckers. And now I'm just standing there. At this point, it's just funny because now they all scared because you just giving them that look. You learn to look
because they'll be having a good old time, and then all of a sudden you see a parent or just somebody with that look and just stops them in the tracks.
Another way I knew I was in trouble was if my parents came to the school while I was in class.
Look,
I've been fucking up all year. So I've been fucking up all year. So like they want to be good parents today. So it's like they want to get on their lunch break and come see all my teachers or one of my teachers or whatever. They never want to go to the class that I'm doing good in. They want to go in the class that I'm for sure fucking up in.
So what class was you doing good in? PE?
PE, lunch.
He's gonna say lunch.
Hey, look, I did good in lunch. All right, so I did good in lunch, and I did good in drama class too. So yeah.
What about homeroom?
Homeroom, nah, because because I never used to bring a book to read. So they used to.
And that's when you used to practice all your jokes at.
Yeah, practice.
All right, everybody answer the question.
Yeah, I'm not gonna incriminate my parents, so we can go on to the next one.
That makes me more interested in what exactly how they express their anger.
I'm good on that.
Y'all ever have to fetch your own belt to get whooped with?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we about to switch.
Or you had a multiple choice.
Bro, I've hid belts from my pops. Like, go get my belt. Okay. You ain't gonna see me for the next hour.
And my mom was the type of person that
didn't work in my house.
Not at all, Meeks. Not the same here. Not at all.
That did not work in my house.
Shit. It worked because I'm so that, bro. I'm not stupid. I'm not about to bring you the murder weapon. Be serious.
That's a murder weapon.
The murder weapon. I'm not about to bring you the murder weapon, bro. You got to come find this motherfucker. I done hid this shit in your dirty clothes helper and all that.
Now I see why you got beat so bad, because he was just his subordinate.
Right.
Why are you hiding the murder weapon?
She'll find something.
I tell you, do one thing, you take 45 minutes to come back with one thing.
Yeah, I'm not
now, like you gave me a reason to go extra hard at this point. Now, like if you just want to body,
you find that belt. I deserve the ass whooping because you're not gonna find it.
Anybody got woken up with an ass whooping before?
Of course.
No, fuck that.
Great.
That ain't shit. The way our bathroom was set up, the bathroom was in between both rooms. Your mama's like, put your towel on the bed when you go get in the tub. That right there, my mom was shit. Because you already knew. Now you in there and you taking a long ass bath because you already know when you get out, you can't get to that towel quick and you finna get your ass beat. And if you grab that motherfucking belt.
Hey, you ever grab and realize you grabbed and you
grab the wrong belt like shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Patrice Donche, Spencer in here talking crazy about you, about how you used to whoop her out the back.
Hey, guess what? I went over all these questions with her and answers. She already know.
She said you already know, Mama Cookie. All right, I love you too.
Hey, you ever try to grab the belt? You ever try to grab the belt and negotiate? Like, you mean, wait, hold up. No, wait, listen to me. Boy,
look, let me tell you.
Don't let it be a time when they
go
say,
ahead, Meeks. Did I say it?
Don't let it be a time when they say, go out there and go find me a switch.
Ooh. And come in with a small one if you want to.
Oh my God.
I'm happy I've only gotten beat one freaking time with the switch. First and last time ever. I learned the lesson that day. When I realized a switch was way worse than a belt. Oh my God! I went and burnt the bush. Like, what the
See, you ain't supposed to be alive today, bro.
No, because
you hide murder weapons. You burning down the bushes.
Listen, I'm thinking that when they whoop me with this switch, the chip gonna break up or whatever. It's gonna be fine or whatever. Man, my pops went across my arm with that shit, skin disappeared. I said, "Whoa, no, that burned."
Yeah, that's that fresh switch off the tree.
Again, now it's like getting hit with a living switch. You got hit with a burnt switch.
It looked like he was practicing fencing on me. He just. I'm like, okay, like, yeah, that tree gone tomorrow.
You lucky you ain't going tomorrow.
That tree gone tomorrow. You ain't about to whoop. You ain't about to just go hard on me like this. Not with no fucking switch. I'll take the belt before I do anything.
Well, stop hiding the belt next time.
Hey,
Bet you learn your lesson
I
after
wouldn't hide that belt after that switch though.
Like, what belt do you want?
Your dad said,
I'm sorry, here's your belt.
Right, your dad go get a switch and come back with a belt instead. Like, boy,
right.
You're like, I
prefer this over the switch. Please.
Like, no.
I think the worst whooping though, it's a whooping that wasn't even yours. Which means my older sister, my mom told her to run my brother bath water and she didn't want to do it. So she went in there and ran the water and put a whole bunch of hot water in there. I did not know this. My brother got in that tub and jumped out that motherfucker and started crying. My mama go in there to see what's wrong, see that the water is hot. You guilty by association and you don't know what the fuck going on because you in the same room with your mama, but you still get your ass whooped.
See, I'm happy that needs to go down like that.
Mama Cookie turned to Bruce Lee and you just took that belt and everybody
got it.
Got the pootie tang. Mama was saying somebody
got in trouble. One motherfucker got an ass whooping. It wasn't a group effort.
If one person did something and nobody fessed up to it, everybody was getting it whooping. Stop
right. But if my parents knew exactly who did it, they leave us out of it.
No, my mama whooped my ass just because I caught a bullet for that shit. I was so mad at my sister. Every type of bitch. I don't even fuck with it right now. I think
probably because in our house we had snitches. Because definitely, if I was doing some fucked up shit, my brother will definitely tell on me. So
it was also a lesson.
That's why it was one ass whooping per motherfucker. Just niggas.
It was a lesson to tell the rest of y'all. Like, if you ever get on the line and think you want to run some hot water for your brother or your sister, guess again.
Now my little sister was the snitch. So you couldn't do shit. So me and my older sister, we would like purposely misspell shit to talk. She'd be like this with her paper. Mama, what did this say? It don't say shit because she don't know what's going on. And now we getting in trouble because we spelling shit and she don't know what it is. How the fuck? We just had this conversation like last week. She brought that shit up.
Let's take our ass whooping to the comments real quick, y'all. Let's get back to it.
Alrighty.
Y'all got fucked up, is all I'm gonna say.
Right.
Had a hard childhood, okay. Patty says, I was washing dishes and this pot was hard as hell to clean. My dad said, use your elbow grease. So I took the sponge and scrubbed the pot using my elbow. Dad came in and saw me and laughed. What the fuck am I doing? Then explained it meant to scrub the pot harder with my hand.
Oh, Lord.
Are you sure you graduated?
That one.
You was in the same class as Gerald. We know.
Yeah, I think you in another city. You was in the same class. You left at 2:30 every day, didn't you?
Okay. Mom said that sent fear through my whole body. I would just start crying. It still does to this day. Damn.
To this day.
Yikes.
To this day.
Alexa says, I knew my grandpa was mad when he would smoke out of his nose. Damn.
Out of his nose.
When he blew smoke out of his nose.
He gonna blow it out. He just know this shit coming through his nose the whole time.
I mean the bull is pissed.
Right.
Right. Mom says, you don't come home on time and mom shows up in a robe and curlers in her hair.
My mom didn't do that shit.
No, you're not gonna catch my mom slipping like that.
Patty says, laughing my ass off, bring the murder weapon for your own demise.
Sure.
Mom said yes. Alexa says, nah, they coming to look for you. You take it too long after 5 minutes. For real.
No, it was just that anticipation of getting your ass whooping just built up. That's what
it built up even more.
Mm-hmm.
The one for me is when they used to call you and tell you they're gonna whoop you when they at work. But go ahead.
And you sit up there waiting, and then you
look at the clock.
Everything good.
No, but let me ask you something. Do your butt be feeling tender? You ain't gotta go to the bathroom, but it's just something there that you just be like, oh.
You just knew you was about to get your ass whooped.
But when she got home, you didn't get the whooping. Hours went by, and you sit up there like, okay, maybe they forgot.
Like, you ever Like when your mom or your dad get home, you ever try to act like the most wholesome child ever? You be sitting there, Mom, can I bring you water? Can I go cook your dinner? And
I cleaned up around here.
Right,
like mail.
I never did any of that shit.
She try to be a smart, she be the smart ass. Like, no, just go get mama the bell, baby. You be like,
no, she was smart. She was smart. She was smart. She let you do all this work for free. You still got your ass whooped.
No, I didn't do that. My mama would come home and everything be fine. You sitting there like, okay, everything good. You didn't thought she forgot. It get about 7, 8 o'clock at night. Bring your ass in here.
You go from expecting the ass whooping to having the ass whooping on reserve.
You ever tell your mama, your mom ever about to swing on you? Your mom ever about to swing on you? You tell her you love her before she swings, so she wouldn't whoop you.
I love you even more, and that's why you got to.
I love you too. I love you too.
You already get to apologizing before she even do something to you. We can tell you, I'm sorry.
That's why this gonna hurt me more than it hurts you.
That's why the switch. That's why the switch used to happen, because every time they hit you, they hit themselves. But go ahead, continue.
Go back to the comment.
Yeah, we're just gonna finish them out real quick. Patty says, "I never got the switch. My mom still has scars from her childhood, so never use that on us." David's in the building. What's up?
What up, bro? What's going on?
Good peeps. Drago, he's also in the building, and Stars. Thank you so much for
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Thanks.
And Mama Cookie is in the building.
I got to talk to the
woman of the hour. Mama Cookie, hey.
I told you I just talked to her.
Facts.
I was saying, like, you literally just
Facts.
brought her up.
Drop in.
She knew to come in here when I called her.
Hey, watch that.
Hello.
Watch what?
You ain't my daddy yet.
Next question.
You better stop, woman. Daughter.
Goddamn, what's the next
daughter? Oh, if you asked for McDonald's as a kid, what did your parents answer with?
You got McDonald's money?
That was the go-to.
Or
what
no?
You want was mine.
Or I got hamburger meat at
home. You
home.
For this McDonald's?
Okay. Not the accent. Hold up.
That's what my mama would say.
She answered it just like her mama would.
You trigger. You got a flashback.
Do the accent. What was that?
Do you to pay for this McDonald's?
You know why I like how Belizeans talk? Because they talk backwards, and I swear to you, I love it with a passion.
Yeah,
they talk backwards as hell.
Yeah, until you get cussed out by one, then it's like
my godmother, fuck her, is Belizean.
Mother's but maybe I was like, I want some McDonald's. I got hamburger meat at home.
No, you gonna eat what I cook.
The burgers we can make at the store is much cheaper and taste better than burgers from McDonald's anyway.
Right. You want that burger when you get older, but you don't want that shit. You don't want that shit as a kid.
We got McDonald's. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
No, I did too. I
didn't get it. I didn't get it as often. I didn't get it often. Like every time I asked for it, type shit. Like I get it occasionally, but not all the time.
Keep going, daughter.
Oh Lord. Oh shit.
Didn't expect that. Okay.
Where my fan?
Anyway, back to the ground.
No, it ain't a booth. Where it go?
No, but seriously, most of the time we did end up getting McDonald's, and if we didn't, that means that my mom was really like at that moment strap, because most of the time,
mom had guns,
cash.
That mama went in there and robbed McDonald's for her burgers, huh? She was strapped. That ski mask on.
Set it off type of stuff.
Give me all the Big Macs.
Right now, right?
Now, right?
Hey, now.
I'm gonna leave Miss Bird. I'm gonna call Miss Bird next.
And I'm gonna call Miss Cleo.
I gotta call Grandma. Hey, that is disrespectful.
That's disrespectful because she was a fraud, and she and
hey,
fraudulent.
No, her psychic powers was a fraud. Her voice wasn't.
No, her voice was a fraud.
Too.
No,
That was a whole act.
I had to watch that shit over again. Go ahead.
Ooh, I got hot.
You good?
I think she was portrayed to be Jamaican, not Belizean.
Call me now.
It's this everything, boy.
He wasn't Jamaican, she was Jamaican.
You would imagine how many people still wrap them both together.
I'm gonna say I wrap up all the time. Safe sex is great sex. What you talking about?
I'm talking about the accents. It's
okay. My bad.
Most of the time when someone tries to sound like a specific like Caribbean culture, they always end up sounding Jamaican, and it's like
well, you come in my room. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
What exactly?
Prime example, right?
Now I got a question before you go to that. Jared, you been drinking?
Water.
You see this blue cup he keep putting to his mouth?
What? No, I swear to God, this is water.
For real?
I mean, his thoughts. His thoughts have been.
This is pure chaos.
The thoughts been kind of crisp tonight. He ain't been like lagging, or he hasn't been like talking in circles like the last
he could have been watered down.
4 shows. But who counts?
No, it's pure water.
Alrighty. Patty says, I guess I was lucky we got McDonald's almost weekly or Taco Bell. Stephanie's in the building. What's up, cousin?
What up, cousin?
She said, LOL.
How you do?
Mama Cookie said, I'll catch you after the show, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Drago says, my mom used to always say, let's go if I ever asked before McDonald's. Mom says, I asked for McDonald's. Oh, asked for McDonald's, sorry. Mm-hmm. Mom says, I enjoyed myself tonight. It is way past my bedtime. You guys are wild. Thank you, Mom.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Well.
Nice to meet you. Hope to see you soon again.
Stephanie says, you must got money for buy. Yep. That's exactly how they would say it too.
Okay, wait, time out. Heather, how you can mimic your mama accent, but then when it's time to read that, you couldn't get it out. I'm gonna need you to get it together, okay?
Because I'm reading it.
She's reading it.
Doesn't matter if you're reading it. You must got money for buy, girl.
Oh, that was good. That was nice. That was good. All right.
That was pretty good.
You practicing your head a few times.
Something real easy. Okay, I like that.
That was better than my free tarot readings. But go ahead.
No, for real.
I'm sleep.
And Drago gave the thumbs up.
Okay.
The next question
is,
I'm sleep.
And mind you, I'm sober.
Oh, there we go. My sister said, good, Patrice.
Thank you.
Good job, Patrice.
What would happen if your parents called your name and you responded from the other room?
Y'all got.
I know damn well you heard me call your goddamn name.
Y'all got in trouble. I didn't get in trouble.
Okay, so
my mom, I know what she would say.
What would she say?
It would be the loudest, excuse me. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Let me get up. Let me get my ass up.
Because guess what? If my mama called me from the other room, that wasn't to answer from that room. That was to get your ass up and come in there and see what she wants. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a fact. That's a fact. I don't think nothing would happen to me per se. But then again, it probably would. Something probably would happen to me. So I guess I was trained very well to get up and run. So yeah.
In a tree on fire, Gerald.
If you answer from another room and you sat there to wait for them to see what they was gonna say, you weren't gonna get an answer. What you was gonna get is them coming in there to whoop your ass.
No, what was worse if you answered what?
That right there.
Ooh, now your life is in danger.
It's also the tone of what though too. Like what is
the word what? The word what?
It could be just the word itself.
No, it
doesn't matter. It matter the tone.
What was really in my vocabulary like that? No way. So at the end of the day, like calling my name never meant like it didn't always mean I was in trouble. So I know y'all was primarily always in trouble. So
well, no, I'm not saying it like that, but I'm just saying like if my parents did call me, I would have to go see what they want.
Yeah, but that's why like this question really don't like it really pertain to me really because when my name was called, it was mostly more good than bad, honestly.
Well, no, if you were called, it was to come and see what they wanted. It wasn't like you were in trouble. They might have wanted you to do something. So that's why I said if you were called and you answered from the other room instead of coming.
Yeah, I never answered from another room, honestly.
Because you knew better.
No, because at the end of the day, I wasn't like Gerald. I was a good kid. I didn't burn down trees and do all the crazy things that Gerald did growing up.
Shit, but like I said, I wish I would.
What? Yeah, you making Jay look like the black Dennis the Menace out here.
Hey, as long as Gerald ain't catching him, let him slide, Meech. Just let him go.
I heard him.
It's not every day we get to gang up on Gerald and he not
right. No,
shooting back on us.
What I've been drinking, you definitely do.
Jesus.
But yeah,
Meech,
I definitely had to go see what they wanted, though. I definitely had to go see what they wanted.
We know the answer, but we want Meech to respond.
Come on, Dennis, the real Dennis the Menace. Come on. You was a real problem. Walk around WrestleMania last weekend. I know what type of kid you was.
Right. You probably really had the little red wagon hooked onto a tricycle.
That's cold. But
go ahead, Meech. Answer the question, my guy.
But I never really answered from the upper room like that because I already knew what the consequences was going to be. Either I was going to get yelled at up close, or I was going to get something chucked in my head.
Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah. No. My mom throw a shoe better than Shador Sanders throw a football. So at the end of the day,
well, he going to the Browns. Nobody cares.
I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure your moms would have went before the fifth round.
I see my mom chuck a shoe at least 50 yards and hit me in the back of the head, but I was trying to get away from that.
It's something about a parent.
Damn.
I don't know what intuition they get, but they can fuck you up from a long distance.
From afar.
You be trying to figure out how to
their precision is impeccable.
They have impeccable aim.
It's almost a better far than close because at the end of the day, if I got to put more effort into it to get you, for sure you don't feel
I'm
it.
gonna get you. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
I never get. My mama whooped me with a belt, and when you get whooped with a belt, you try to be hard and not cry. Don't ever do that because to make it hit you harder. But she hit me so hard to the point where that motherfucking belt broke on me because I refused to fucking cry. Like, you not finna get this. I should have cried after I thought about it because she fucked me up. I was all webbed the fuck up. Don't ever act like it don't hurt. Kick, scream, and cry. I'm telling y'all, all the kids, y'all gonna know this.
It's like your parents be trying to break you. God damn.
You that one boy from Baby Boy when everybody else is crying, but you had to get
I did not cry. That's the last time my mama hit me with a belt. But my mama did have she had a 2x4 to stick her ass with it. I didn't want that one.
You know what, Mama Cookie? We're gonna talk after the show for sure, Mama Cookie, because the way you did Patrice.
Not like Pops had one too though.
A 2x4?
No, not a 2x4, but he actually swear to God, he actually carved. He went out and got a sheet of wood and carved.
His daddy had a paddle like the people.
I'm proud.
Okay.
He give you that shit. Man. That's why I be like I remember my dad whoop me and I'd be like, did you get fired today?
Not fired.
I think that comment he whooped you
constitute the punishment. The way I was getting whooped, I was like, bro, like you taking your day out on me. You ain't. It's no way that.
How many times did you ask that question though? Like, did you ask that question frequently after you got your butt whoopings? Because that would make me want to whoop you again. Like,
no, I mean, but he whooped my ass one day so good to where I had asked him if he got fired.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna talk to Mr. Williams one. I'm gonna have to talk to Mr. Williams too.
It's not Aaron. Just
Let me
make
explain something to you.
I'm calling all the things.
Don't be so when you talk to him. Don't be so formal. Just call him Jay.
Look,
Like,
let me tell you something.
That's Mr. Williams.
His daddy cool as hell because let me say something.
No, I met him before.
His daddy was dancing with his mama, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, okay, he gonna walk up to me. I could dance with her. I used to be married to her. So
I was there. I was there. I was there for that. Hey.
When he said it though, it was so random. I was like, I didn't even say or do anything.
Listen,
I was sitting in my chair.
I'm like, all right, Jared. I see your daddy pull up in his Cadillac.
I'm about to say, and in court, she took half your money. I know you hated to break that 20 though. Like,
I was like, all right, Jared. I see your daddy pull up in his Cadillac. Like, that piece of shit. I'm like, leave your daddy alone, man. I see why I got your ass whooping.
Anyway, let's go to the comments.
Okay. Draco said nothing. Okay, so you were lucky.
Right.
Patty says, I never responded from the other room as a child. I got the fuck up because ain't no way. I got trained early to come hither when she called.
Facts.
And she also says, my baby brother learned from me and the middle one. He would run out the house and stay away outside for about 2 hours. Mom would be calmed down, and he never got the consequence, and she definitely wasn't going to chase it. Damn. Mama says, if my mom called, we would answer, here I come, to let her know we heard her and was on the way right then.
Facts.
Eli is officially in the building.
What up, Eli?
What up, my guy?
And here he comes with the paragraphs. Okay. He said, if I would have said, huh, what, or yeah from the other room, not even a minute later, the whole house would have heard the sounds of, oh my God, JBL, he's a savage, with a smooth slide into the ring right behind me with the RKO. And then follow up with the Stone Cold Stunner.
And Misha love this.
Yeah.
Misha love that whole paragraph.
It was already savage in the RKO.
You know what, Eli, man? You got comment of the night from me.
Oh my goodness.
When this boy said JBL, I was thinking speakers. So I was like, oh, that's not what it is.
No, you heard the glass break.
You're going to eat a clothesline from hell.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Name a way Black people compliment each other. You casket shop.
Looking clean.
How dude would compliment another dude. He get bitches.
Aaron, Reach, y'all got one?
Nah, I don't compliment these niggas. Fuck them.
He say compliment niggas. They say black folks. I just threw a man compliment another man. That's it.
Look,
no,
who that boy clean?
Who you looking good for?
That's what a woman would say to a guy.
Like, or nah, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, you trying to catch tonight?
Looking mighty sharp there, my guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you trying to catch?
You think you cute?
Hey,
Oh yeah,
you must be getting some cutty tonight, ain't you?
Shut up, bitch. You ain't get no cutty.
Hey, big
I
head.
get the booty, I get the trim.
Grown ass me. I'm supposed to get cutty, not y'all.
When your girl say, hey, big head, that's her compliment your ass. That
right.
Compliment.
Hey, big head.
Nuh-uh. I'm reserved for Mama Cookie tonight.
You can't have Mama Cookie. Yeah. Let me tell you something. You can't have Mama Cookie because they getting ready to go on vacation tomorrow.
You don't know where I'm going tomorrow.
Let me tell you something. The butcher gonna be there and his brother. You gonna have to tag team both of them. You trying to do that?
I don't tag team, man. You gotta get Meats, Intercontinental Tag Team Champion over there with his little wrestling belt.
Not little.
I mean, big. Pause.
Oh, now you know it's big.
You seen it too.
No, I didn't. You ain't gonna put me in that.
Patrice.
Okay, where did this conversation go? Okay.
I have no idea. That's why I'm smoking and not talking. I don't know where this shit done went.
90 miles south.
That's what you said. Look at you looking like you looking. That's how you know when they looking good.
It's like, oh, you clean up real nice.
That's not a compliment. I don't care what nobody says.
That's borderline an insult. Like
That's borderline an insult.
You say that though.
No, you
Like-
gotta say that boy clean. You gotta say it like that. You can't
There
say
we go.
you clean that real nice. You gotta say that boy clean.
Mhm. Yeah, because you know, we like that boy clean. You be like, yeah, I'm about to go. I'm about to go to the cabaret. You know what I'm saying?
Not
You
the
know, a
cabaret.
whole bunch of 18s up in there.
You need help, bro.
A player might get chose.
Hey.
Keep in mind, this is him.
Lakers
sober.
in 5. That's what I'm saying. But anyways,
She's stupid.
Leave
Nah.
Shannon Sharp alone.
No, more like Lakers for 50 million. But anyway,
that's for our next show, y'all. We're gonna go to that's for the next
yeah,
show.
we'll get into that next show. So be prepared.
Oh.
Y'all want to go to the comments?
Please hurry up.
Please, do.
Please.
Be like
All
Sonic
right,
and speed
Patty
up.
said, "I see you." She also said, "Old heads." All right now. Yep.
Yo.
Eli says, "I see you, my boy." And Patty says, "Not the camera."
Another thing from the old head. You look just like your goddamn daddy. You know that?
That's
I'm
not a
more-
compliment. That's not a compliment.
fuck all that.
Look, anybody
That ain't a
know
compliment
what
for
Big
y'all.
X plug is?
No, it's not a compliment for y'all, but
For us, it is.
For us, it is though.
Anybody know who Big X the plug is?
Yeah, the rapper.
Mhm.
Okay. This nigga said, my daughter is beautiful. She looked just like her daddy.
It don't make
See,
it don't
like
it don't
he
correlate
said,
to women though.
for y'all, it's horrible because
Yeah.
you know some of y'all females are very handsome in the face, and therefore I be seeing some of y'all where y'all be posting your daddies on Father's Day. Y'all be looking just like y'all daddy. You know, like y'all some handsome ass females. Like, okay, go ahead. But
that was the last comment. What is the next question?
What a lovely night.
Name a way black people agree with people. If you like it, I love it.
Agree?
Yeah.
Ugh.
If you like it, I love it.
I see where you come. I see where you coming from. I see.
And you know what? Now that you put it that way,
I feel you.
Right. They done broke that shit down to the.
hey,
broke that shit down like a shotgun. Now I see where you coming from. I understand.
you know what? That actually makes sense when you put it that way. Yeah,
That makes perfect sense now.
Right.
Oh fuck. Oh.
Or you can go with the old heads. That's a for sure right on.
Yep. The conversation be over after that for me. I'm like, all right, man. You have a good day, brother.
Right.
Oh.
Hmm.
I had some more. I just forgot it just that quick.
Oh my god.
Damn, Patrice.
Y'all are hilarious.
That was actually pretty simple. But we do have one comment for that question. And that's Eli. He says, "What you eat don't make me shit."
That's a good one.
Mm.
So should we say puds? It is what it is.
Yep. It is what it is.
That's not necessarily her agreeing, though. That's her saying,
that's kind of like her.
That's the agreement.
No, as you close the book on the conversation.
It's like a
that's
mutual
close the
It is what it is.
It's a mutual ground.
Yeah.
No, because you have said it is what it is on time that you necessarily don't agree, but you don't feel like arguing or debating your point.
Yeah,
no
but
more.
even though I don't agree with you, I'm gonna agree to disagree. So I'm gonna say it is what it is.
I mean,
But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're agreeing, though, either.
I agree with you and disagree at the same time. So it is what it is.
It's really what it is your way of saying, I'm shutting you the fuck up, so let's move the fuck on. I don't care how you feel about it.
I mean,
That's exactly.
I mean, if you want to put it that way, I mean,
or now we go facts.
That's your word.
Oh, there we
right
go. Yeah, facts.
right? Or we go like, all right, you know what? You got it.
You got it.
That one particularly means I really don't agree with you, but I don't feel like arguing with you right now.
I mean, that's comparable to Patrice. It is what it is.
So it may make sense.
Yeah.
Because you know what? You can have it. I'm gonna just leave this one alone. But go ahead. Next question.
Okay, this is a simple question we all can answer at the same time. Growing up in a household, this was not called a remote control. What was it called?
A remote control.
Thank you. It was a remote control. That was off of that shit. It had a K in it too.
It wasn't no remote control.
It was a remote control. Hand me that remote control over there.
They just said controller. Pass me the controller. They dropped the whole wreath and the moat.
Or hand me the remote, like
the TV remote.
Or the remote.
Yeah, like
but like the remote was in the house. So it's not like
no full term.
It was never remote control though. It was
never that.
It was always something else.
Whatever the name was on the package, it was not that. It was
like you had refrigerator. It was Frigidaire.
That was actually.
I didn't have that in my house.
We have refrigerator for us.
Go give me a soda out the fridge.
The fridge was the most common term.
My grandmother said Frigidaire, but she also was the lady that
that's like them Southern women though. Like
but Frigidaire, like back in the day, was like if your parents had Frigidaire in the house back in the day, they had bread. You know, that was like the Mercedes Benz of like appliances back in the day.
Right. That's what I'm saying. The Frigidaire,
she even kept like the model floor TV. And then put the big screen TV on top of it. I'm like, Big Mama, no, because this is good, because this is made out of real wood. Big Mama.
Chop this shit and make a fucking bonfire out of it. Shit been sitting here before I was born. Like
the way my grandmother kept stuff, she had a glass table that my dad made in wood shop. And then she put like all their pictures and stuff on there. She had that shit even when I grew up. It was still in the living room.
Yeah, I mean, older people, they normally keep shit because shit, when stuff was made good back in the day,
it lasted forever.
It lasted forever.
Well, my dad made it in wood shop, and it was with actual wood. So yeah,
it's like shit. My baby made me this. I'm not about to throw that away.
We all probably grew up with one refrigerator that lasted all of our childhood, and then next thing you know, you become an adult and you replace your refrigerator every 4 years now.
Did anybody grandmother have the double door freezer?
Yeah.
Double door freezer.
My grandmother had that double door freezer. You go open the freezer. Everything was in Ziplocs. You didn't know what shit was. Man. They didn't write what it was. Everything was in Ziplocs. You had to figure it out. She said, go take whatever out and get mad because you thought you took out what you thought it was. And when it throw out, it ain't what you thought it was. It was something else. Not my fault. You didn't sit there and write nothing on the shit.
But it's funny because we grow up and now we do that. Everything gets
over here playing.
I don't say shit in the freezer.
I mean, if we're separating meat,
I just don't have that in me like that. I'm not about to save greens for the next 6 months. So
no, not that.
I'm not
a ham bone might get saved to use for some greens later.
For sure.
I can understand like certain people, like oh yeah, the neck bones or something like that. I can understand that to do something else with it later. I can understand that part. But when motherfucker put a whole thing full of greens in a bag, I'm like, really? This is what we doing?
We save beans. My mom will do that. She'll save beans that she'll make for a big pot of rice and beans for later on. So all she has to do is just take it out, put it in the pot, and then it's
certain things frozen
for so long. So
certain things frozen make sense. Everything in the freeze don't make
sense.
Everything don't have to go in the freezer. That's all I'm saying. But
you know, black folks don't like to throw away and waste food.
True.
Just saying.
You pull that shit out. It's a rectangular. It's a rectangle cube of greens, and you just the fuck I'm gonna do with this?
Put it in a pot.
Like
it already got the moisture on it.
No, Thanksgiving is the worst time.
I don't know. I didn't
That
have
motherfuckers
Thanksgiving.
want to try to just hold on to shit. It's like you done had this fucking turkey in your shit for fucking 3 months. It is time.
Okay,
3
first of all,
months?
if you
3
don't
months
say
is crazy.
turkey, it's usually after
No,
2
see,
days.
look. Ever since Plies put out that timeline, that's what I follow.
After the second day, turkey becomes turkey salad.
It's done. It's like we ain't eating no more. Like
Ain't nobody put nothing in the freezer. Not no turkey.
No turkey. Absolutely not.
No.
But taking that ham and cutting it and frying it and then getting you a Hawaiian roll.
That's pretty good.
Bless them. Anyway, comments, please.
Yes. Patty said the click. It's funny because I was actually thinking about that too.
The clicker. That's what my grandmother called it though.
And then she also says my dad was icebox for the refrigerator and commode for toilet. Oh yeah, that's old school for real.
Yeah.
Okay. When you came home, what did your mama say you smelled like as a kid? When you came home, what did your mama say you smelled like?
Outside.
Outside.
You smell like an outside or a wet dog.
I never got wet dog.
I never got the wet dog.
I think that's why I didn't like playing in certain things. I was that kid, you could take to school, and I came back home in all white because I didn't like to get dirty.
Yeah, you smell like outside. Damn, that brought back some memories too.
You be outside playing? Go take a bath. You smell like outside. You stink.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you heard that, you knew you need to get your ass in the tub.
Mm-hmm.
It just washed the day off of you.
But it's just funny because they always say that as kids, if not regulated, that it can get pretty bad.
I mean, these people say that if your kid get in a pool, that's a bath. These people say that giving your child a bath once a week was good. And I've been seeing that all over TikTok. I'm just saying.
Until you have kids or until you like around kids, you don't really notice that outside do have a smell.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but I'm just saying like you don't smell fresh anymore. Like you, it smells like you've been around
the elements you've been in.
Yeah,
right.
So like
it's been times where I come in, I'll be like, I done told that shit to myself. I'll be like, damn, I smell like outside. Let me go.
Like, until you walk into a new environment, like your nose, you become nose blind of what you smell like from throughout your day. Like. So
very true.
That would be, I guess, that would be something like growing up. What was a saying that you really didn't understand? So you got older, like you smell like outside. Like what is outside?
People don't understand that everybody's house has a smell.
Yeah,
you don't realize your house have a smell because your nose blind.
Yeah,
right. Or you used to that smell until you go to somebody else's house. Because I had my auntie and them. I swear to you, they house smell like straight vitamins. I hate that smell.
Yeah.
That vitamin smell.
I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it either.
Oh, just I'm not saying it wasn't that you weren't clean. It just stank. It was a weird smell.
It's a unique smell.
It just was like that ain't it, Or like you ever walk into somebody's house and you can tell they've been cooking because their house smell like chicken that's been fried.
Like
or
grease
you can smell all that in the house. You walk into somebody else's house and you like, it smell like dog in here. They don't smell it because they used to.
Yeah. Or you knew what cousin was the dirty cousins because they come to your house like it smell like pine saw. Like, yeah, we clean around here. Yeah, we actually clean up around here. That's why. Not like never mind.
Anybody ever have a parent that boiled some type of scent on the stove?
What happened?
Anybody ever have a parent that boiled a scent on the stove?
Yeah, I mean that killed the germs in the air. When people get sick, when the house
that's their
house is sick, you're supposed to boil like
always had the incense burning and all that type of shit. So
okay. So my mom recently just cooked fish. The next day I come home, all you smell is like it smells like Fabuloso because you got that one pot that you don't use. She gonna put some water in that Fabuloso and she gonna boil it to get that scent out of the house.
Yep.
That's why it's always good to wash our walls down because that smell
will creep into the wall. So yeah.
Sure. And once it seeps in, is difficult to get the scent out the walls and out the house.
Funky.
Yeah, that Fabuloso
not the business.
And it actually starts to work very quickly, honestly.
Mhm.
Like if you just keep it on a low, even if it's on a low simmer, it will completely blast your house.
So my coworker just bought a condo, nice upscale neighborhood or whatever, and the previous tenants kept like a Glade plug-in all the time, and like it's so strong that he cannot remove the smell for nothing. He has tried everything
He's
possible.
washed the walls.
Wash the walls.
Vinegar. Vinegar.
Use vinegar already.
Damn.
Mm.
Like the condo is just now like forever gonna smell like a Glade plug-in.
But is it a bad smell?
It's
Like
it's
a
not
bad glazing?
it's not something that he wants to live with anymore.
It's probably like ellipticus rain or some shit.
Like he's even used like charcoal, like to try to get rid of the smell, and nothing has worked at all. So just like
So,
also,
it's inside the paint. They gotta sand them walls down and repaint it.
yeah, he just spent all this money to buy the place. I don't think he wants to do all that work to now tear down and build back up. So
Well, I mean, he don't have to tear. He just got to sand the walls. Sanding the walls don't cost much of nothing. He just had to do it piece by piece, resand it down, put a clear coat of paint on it. You be straight. But it's inside the paint. That's why he can't get rid of it because it has seeped into the paint.
yeah, I don't think anyone wants to buy a house or a condo or any type of property and it has an odor you can't get rid of. And I think he messed up where he went through his inspection phase. He didn't catch it then for whatever reason, because I guess the windows or
maybe he thought it was just because it was a plug-in that they had in
at
there.
that time. So he didn't think that it's going to stay. That system was going to stay there forever.
Well, he just bought it, right?
Just bought it.
So what he can do is go to them and tell them, look, I assume that y'all had a plug-in in here and that was the smell, but the smell is in the wall. And considering that I just bought this place, I need y'all to do X, Y, and Z. And he probably can get them to do it, but it's just on being consistent and persistent on doing it.
He got to twist arms and threaten and write some nice green letters. But he
want me to write a letter for him?
He's one of these. So at the end of the day, he don't play on our team.
It's okay. I'm a wordsmith.
No, he's not one of my nicer coworkers.
Okay, never mind. Then. If he was a nicer coworker, I'll be like, I got you. But since he ain't, we gonna.
I'll let him know this. I let him know to send the walls down. That's nice enough at this point. So
that's what it is. He got to stand the wall down because it's in that whole clear coat. It's all in that.
So also be careful with your Glade plug-ins and whatever you're using around the house. Make the house smell good too. It could seep into the walls in the worst way. So
especially if you're not a person who clean your walls a lot. Yeah.
We got anything in the comments, Heather B?
Yeah, we have two. Patty says lemon and cinnamon in a pot on the stove. Yep, that good old simmer pot. Eli says, "Man, you ever walk inside somebody's house and be like, damn, it smells like insulin in here?"
Yeah.
Insulin?
It's like the hospital pharmacy smell, like something similar to like
that thing, because I was like, what does
vitamins?
Or like iron?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
yeah. That's tough.
Even blood got a smell to it, so you can smell
it smell like pennies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you definitely know what's going on in people's houses based off the smells, or
Wait, he has one more. He says, while y'all over there condoning chemicals being burned on a stove for a house to smell good, I was the kid with asthma asking my grandma to turn it off, please. I can't breathe. My chest hurt. I think I grew a new ear. Is that a whistling bird? LOL.
For the record, sir, I was that asthma kid. Like, could go into a asthma attack that quick. Would have to sprinkle asthma food on their food to eat. I was that kid. Just so you know. But I digress. Moving on. If you get invited to something or somewhere, what would be a question you ask?
Who's gonna be there?
Who's gonna be there?
Who made the potato salad?
Who's cooking the food?
Is it gonna be food there?
What time should I show up?
Do I need to bring anything?
Oh, you nice.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
Can I bring anybody?
No, if you want me there, I'm bringing who I want to bring.
Right. Like, don't sit there and tell me I can't bring nobody unless it's a small little affair. That's a little bit different. But at least I'm gonna bring at least a +1. At least.
For me specifically, can you smoke?
Remind me not to invite you nowhere.
Nowhere. Nowhere.
At least I'm being honest. I will ask.
You want to bring people, then you want to smoke, then you probably.
Do you want to know who all gonna be there? Like you were asking all the wrong questions.
Right? And am I cooking? What the fuck did you cook?
For one, if I cannot smoke there, it will still not stop me from going. It is me being mannerable and understanding that before I just light the fuck up, can I smoke here? It's me being mannerable.
But you should know not to smoke at nobody else's house like that anyway.
I wish you would.
Do you not know the time we living in right now?
Yes, I do, but I'm just saying in general, like you know the people that you know the person's house you're going to, right? And you know if
they don't smoke. I wish you would put out I wish you would burn at my house.
I chop one of the Mickey Mouse ears off your head.
In my house, you probably had to go outside, but you can't definitely smoke.
You can't even smoke in front of my house.
Well, that's my point. Like, it wouldn't be me sitting here saying, "Let me light up out inside." Somebody.
Well, are you insinuating that you wouldn't go? Are you insinuating that you wouldn't go because you can't smoke?
No, what I'm saying is, if I wanted to step outside and smoke,
I hear what she's saying.
As Aaron is stating, like people wouldn't even want you to do it outside. So I would just ask, period, is it okay?
All right, let me back. I was
but it wouldn't stop me from going.
But
no, I just wanted to know what to stop her from going, because at that point you ain't gonna be able to show up to a lot of shit.
No, that wouldn't stop me from going.
Oh, okay. We got a comment, y'all. Oh no, we don't.
I was like, wait, we got a comment.
It looked like it moved, and I thought, but anyways, name something black people don't like. Name something black people don't like.
Change.
When you walk in a room and don't speak.
I used to do that purposely to get underneath black people's skin too.
I've been at a time or two in my life.
And what was said if you walked in and didn't speak?
Oh, you too good to speak? Something wrong with your lips? Cat got your tongue?
Did I speak with you last night?
Yeah. Like you didn't see me sitting over here or something?
My uncle used to say that shit to me. I'd be like, hell no, you ain't sleep with me. What the your old ass in the bed with me? What you wrong with you?
What type of West Hollywood shit you got going on?
Right.
Not West Hollywood.
You be taking them big pills again. I thought it was my heart medicine.
Okay. If somebody was lying, how would you have to say it as a kid?
You dog face ass lie. Oh wait, sorry.
Just straight up, I know you motherfucking lying.
As a kid, how would you have to say it?
Oh, you could. Well, you couldn't say that
say
word. You couldn't say the word. You couldn't say the word lie when you was a kid.
Wait, say the question one time from the top.
Yeah.
If somebody was lying, how would you have to say it as a kid?
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Telling a fib.
There it is right there.
You know what I used to say? Somebody bending the truth.
Yeah, that's too proper for me.
Like telling a story.
Telling a story. There you go.
I would always say bending the truth because lying.
Oh damn!
Well, just flat out, I don't believe it.
No, you're a liar.
You tell story. You two story. You tell story.
You're a liar.
Your nose growing like Pinocchio right now.
Right. Mountain Dew. I didn't pee in anything.
There was one more thing, but I can't think of it right now. But I think it was one.
Damn.
I'm just seeing the comments. Proof. Eli says, they telling a tall tale.
Tall tale.
A tail. I didn't say a tall tail, but a tail. Yeah, I definitely said that.
Because you were shorter.
Wow, Eric. God damn.
Wow.
Hey, listen here. You ain't gonna smoke in my house, Heather B. I don't care what anybody say. Patrice, you need to slow down on that cup. I don't know what's in your cup tonight, Patrice. Demetrius, I see you smoking that stuff too. And Gerald, you need to make sure you say tall tales, or you can't say tall tales because you're not that tall. But still love you guys.
That was cute. That was real cute.
I'm done. I'm done.
I can't stand tall tales.
All right, go ahead, Patrice. Read the next one.
No, wait, hold up.
Superstition?
Because she skipped right past Patty and Stephanie's.
No, I was saying it as they were coming in because they were mentioning it, but I just didn't click on the comment.
Okay, go. Okay, my apologies.
Let her smoke in peace,
Gerald.
Gerald.
In a black household.
What was a superstition?
What was a superstition in a black household?
Don't open an umbrella inside.
Right.
Don't sweep my feet with the broom.
There it goes.
I dreamed of a fish last night.
You step on the crack, you break your mama's back.
Don't put your purse on the ground, otherwise you go broke.
My palms is itchy. I'm getting money.
Right.
Did you know that if your palm is itching and you getting money, you gotta rub it on wood.
Do not sleep in front of a mirror. That was a superstition.
Don't look at a cracked mirror.
Don't go to the Snooty Fox and none of them. They got mirrors everywhere. You can't sleep and stuff like that.
How would you know?
Wow.
I've been here coming too. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Ew.
She honest.
I see you, Patrice.
Don't chase champagne with soda pop money.
What?
Ooh.
See, I had a different one that was close though. You know, he living on a champagne dream with a beer pocketbook, but you know, a little bit different.
Pretty much the same realm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's something that was throughout like just black households, but I know within the Caribbean households they did have a superstition where if you came home at night, you need to walk in backwards.
Yeah,
I only heard that when you walk into a casino, that's good luck.
So that's why you walk around the dark. Never mind.
Ain't no casino in there.
Even worse, right?
Well, I don't win shit.
What the fuck?
I don't win shit.
Oh my god!
Give up these hoop dreams and get you a job.
You're
50, still time to be a rapper.
Oh my god!
There's only been one Jay-Z, and you ain't him.
Who is you? 25 Cent?
This is ridiculous.
You've been dealing crack since the 80s. If you ain't, you've been dealing cocaine since the 80s. If you ain't bumped up the crack now, you need to get that. You need to like slow down on that career.
I think you had it right the first time.
Yeah. All right, we got a couple of comments for that last question. Stephanie says sweeping at night. Patty says my mom was heavy on her purse not being on the floor and her hand itching. Yep. Listen,
when my hand would itch though, my coworker, God rest her soul, because she passed from COVID 2 years ago. My hand would be itching. She said, "Touch my pocketbook. I'm going to go play bingo," and she would hit. She come back. I'm buying lunch. Fuck lunch, bitch. I want half of what you fucking want. Fuck all that. Because every time my hand would itch, I would do that. She go play bingo and hit.
Damn.
I said, "Fuck. I should have been playing numbers."
I was say my hand was itching one time. I was like, "Hey, my hand itching." Like, I'm gonna have some good luck. Pain walked in. I was like, my left hand lied to me.
Terrible.
Anyway,
leave my best friend alone.
I will. Sorry.
Let me get through the comments. Eli says that's a bar meat. Put that on a shirt.
What did he say again?
I forgot, honestly.
The champagne thing.
Oh, okay.
Don't chase champagne with
Don DeMarco.
Let him get it out, Gerald. Damn.
No, go ahead. He said it right. So
he was reading the comment.
I was reading the comment. I'm sorry.
And then Mama Cookie says, "Don't let that broom touch my feet." Mm-hmm.
You ever hit the back of your parent foot with the shopping cart?
First of all, I got fucked up for that.
I almost died. Y'all would have had me on a t-shirt if I kept.
Now, with my dad, the superstition was if you got the broom swept with your feet, you had to spit on it.
Yeah, I know people who did that. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad was he very particular about brooms. Don't put no broom by his feet. You're gonna get cussed the fuck out. Well, he don't play by no broom.
Y'all forgot the when a man catches the girdle at the wedding, that means he get married next.
Or the bouquet.
Or the girl catches the bouquet. She's next line to get married.
I never caught a goddamn bouquet. I probably never get married, but that's okay.
It's gonna be okay.
I go to a lot of weddings.
You was at your own though, so that's good.
No, because I'll be sitting up there I'll be like, yo, the love y'all have sucks. I'm not going to house.
I can't stand you. You get on my nerves.
Y'all love is toxic.
Okay. What was something your parents did that you couldn't stand when you was younger? Since y'all thinking, I'm gonna go ahead and answer. When I would get in trouble and my mama be on the phone talking and she gonna tell them everything that happened, and I say, why you telling my business? And her response is, you ain't got no goddamn business. Motherfucker, this is my business. This is what happened to me. Why's you telling Aunt Jackie and Auntie Carolyn?
No, that's
my number one. Like
that's definitely a fact. Like when they finish whooping your ass and they go tell the whole neighborhood
all your motherfucking business.
Yeah,
broadcasting the Dolby surround sound. Like what the
right?
Fuck?
I just had to knock Gerald motherfucker. I tried to knock that little nigga behind the goddamn thing because he got a couple hairs on his chest. He running shit around here.
But you know what the fucked up part about it was? Your mama was also the same person to tell you, what go on in my house, stay in my house. You ain't following your rule.
Yep.
Apparently not.
Yeah,
you know, Mama Cookie.
They tell you to do something.
You know, Mama Cookie in here reading, watching you, right?
We had this conversation earlier, is what I'm telling you. So I'm good.
We gonna see.
I ran it by her first.
We ain't gonna see Patrice for a while, y'all. She going back on punishment, as if she a little girl again.
But that's what I couldn't stand about parents. They tell you to do something and then you do it. You do the shit to a T, and then they get mad that you did it to a T. Like, don't let nobody in this house, and then they forget their key. You said don't let nobody in this house. I'm not gonna sit.
Let your parents outside.
You said don't let nobody in the house, including you. So why would I?
I see why I got the switch. Never mind.
Boy, you don't let me in this house, I'm gonna kill you.
You definitely not getting it now.
I'll be sitting right there. I'll be sitting there, right there watching Batman the animated series. Well, when you get your key, you'll be able to kill me then. But you ain't getting it right now. Give a damn what you talking about. You said don't let nobody in here. You ain't try to hit me with a test.
I listened.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you made it to the age you are today, Gerald. Because
I am too sometimes.
Ain't no way.
No, because I'm sitting up here like, no, I mean, you ain't about to hit me with a test and then just sit up here then I fail and then you whoop me. Absolutely not. Like, don't forget your key.
Damn.
Hey, your parents deserve an award because I couldn't be your father. I couldn't be your father. Like, he had that much patience to put up with you. Hey, he deserves some type of special recognition, like a key to the city or something.
Hey,
like,
I love my daddy to death.
Hey,
I love
as
my
you
pops.
should. As you should.
My pops is funny. My pops and my moms is funny. They hilarious. But I was like, that's why I was like, yeah, you don't tell me no shit like that. And then you fuck up.
Caught you slipping.
Caught you slipping. Don't let nobody in this house. Okay, cool. I forgot my key, sir. You ain't getting in this house. I'm sorry.
I guess you're sleeping somewhere else tonight.
You better call Miles and have her make you one because you ain't getting in this one. As soon as I open the door, slap. Didn't I tell you not to let nobody in this house? No, nigga, it's a test. Don't try me.
Damn.
You are ridiculous, Jay.
I'm so fucking serious.
No, we know you serious. That's the crazy part. We know you serious.
I'm dead ass.
That's
nigga, this a test. You ain't like no keys in here. Shit.
Oh my Lord!
The day you have a son,
let's go to the comments.
The day you have a son, it's gonna be a wrap for you, Gerald.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It's just one comment is from Eli. He says, ask me a question and answer it at the same time. Then ask me why I didn't answer quicker after she told me to close my two lips and open my ears.
Yikes.
Ooh, okay.
God, dizzy.
Me.
That was random.
Right. What was a tradition in your family growing up? What was a tradition in your family?
A tradition. Going to the park and having barbecue and doing barbecues like around like Memorial Day or like like 4th of July or some shit like that.
Okay.
Or having a party in the backyard.
The Thanksgivings was always big, like at Big Mama house, like Big Mama house or auntie house. Like we all like growing up, Thanksgiving would be the point where like we went to somebody else's house and be like so full that when we came home to our house, like food really didn't get ate at our house the same day. Got ate the next day.
Yeah.
Because
And Super Bowl Sunday was definitely a big thing in my house. Super Bowl Sunday parties, crazy. Pops used to invite motherfuckers I ain't never seen before a day in my life. Like, nigga invite everybody in the damn phone.
Yeah, that's crazy. Pops a Raider fan too.
Oh yeah,
Oh, damn.
Shit, where you think I get my Raiderism from? I was born into this, not sworn into it.
I'm the same way.
It's in his blood.
It's in my blood.
Y'all been watching a lot of teams in the Super Bowl for a long time.
Fuck you.
Wow. That don't apply to me. I'm a Steelers.
Oh my god. But yeah, shit, we watch everybody else, but we have a good ass time. We have a good ass time though.
No, that's right.
Mine was going to my grandmother's house every Christmas Eve because
Opening one gift.
My mom's birthday. You say it again?
You opening one gift on Christmas Eve?
No. Every gift that you got from all your aunties and uncles, you open up all of those. The gifts you got from your parents, you only open up one. You open up the rest Christmas Day. But you gotta keep in mind, my dad had 3 other siblings plus my grandparents, so you was opening up quite a bit of gifts that night. And
awesome.
we would. It's weird. My grandmother had like a service porch connected to the kitchen, so all the kids would be like playing in there. And we over there practicing different songs. We gonna come sing and perform for the adults and shit. And we bring in Christmas. We coming in here doing our little dance and stuff. Cause it's Christmas time. But then at 12 o'clock, we sing happy birthday to my mom because she's a Christmas baby. And that was like one of the traditions. Or
Christmas movie night too for me and my moms and my sister and my little brother.
Dope. And you still hold that tradition to this day.
That's dope.
I'm gonna tell y'all now, anybody that's going this year, I told him we need to have a Christmas t-shirt. Just so y'all know.
Or ugly sweaters.
Ugly sweater. Either one of the two.
So yeah. So we'll remind you of the shit later. So don't worry about it.
Don't be quiet, don't be quiet now, man. Go tell your Christmas story or you tell your traditions. Why you so quiet over there, Heather B? Are you confused now? Are you confused?
I'm asleep.
I was waiting on y'all to finish.
I'm about to say, I know Belgium's got a ton of traditions. So like
every Friday,
there was one specifically.
Every Friday was a takeout night. We didn't cook dinner, and so we got to pick what we wanted. So if somebody wanted Taco Bell, somebody wanted McDonald's, somebody wanted Burger King, we got that.
Your parents would run around the city at 5 different places for food.
My mother was the type because she had to eat whatever was given to her. She didn't do that for us. So like if she cooked something, she knew somebody else didn't eat that, she would fix something else. That's how my mother was.
No, we usually did fried fish on Friday. So
Facts.
I was so mad I didn't get none on. But I got some yesterday.
Or fried fish on Fridays, yes, sir. From Bates.
Yeah, let Meech and Heather B get things out.
Yeah, and Heather.
Definitely one of the traditions for me, just having either me or my mom out on the grill, and we would just have like everybody from next door just come through, like, hey, come grab a plate, come kick it in the front yard. We was cool with everybody on the block. So to do that for like just either out of the blue or just on holidays, that's like a tradition that we love doing. And another would be me spending Christmas Eve with my dad, and then come back home to spend Christmas Day with the family.
Okay.
So just know you have another barbecue and none of us get an invite. It's a problem.
But no, I would say after spending Meech's birthday, the birthday party together, I could see how
Yeah, y'all
inviting
definitely
family is.
y'all
You have a,
Yeah,
you
it's
have
dope.
definitely a tight knit
That was
family.
dope.
Yeah.
They were very inviting and
yeah,
lovely.
And y'all very much a tight knit family. So yeah, that's
definitely
dope.
appreciate that part.
Mm-hmm.
Even
And we
though
What's
we
up,
can
Heather?
get each other's
Inviting us
nerves.
into that.
No.
Here we go. Let's get it, Heather B. Let's get it. Let's hear them.
Man, my hands sound like sandpaper.
Because I smacked you with them. Now go get the switch off the tree, Gerald. And don't tell me the switch is the tree is burned down.
Okay, go Heather.
I tap out.
I will honestly say two things. One of them I did more than the other just because I wasn't directly in Belize, but there was a tradition that we used to have in May. I'm not sure if it was May 4th or around Memorial Day, but it was called Maypole. And what basically it would consist of is at someone's house, they will have like a pole like in the middle of the yard, and there'll be like these strings that are attached to it. So everybody has their own string. And as they start going around in a circle, everyone goes over and under until it's completely braided all the way down. And they're doing this to like soca music and ponta music and Belizean music or whatever. And then the other thing is, of course, carnival. That is
go to carnival so bad.
So bad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't bring up that. What was it? That little rodent you did last time? I kind of had us all like crazy.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't say that.
Me and Will, we actually just recently watched like a video about Belize, and they brought that up, and he was freaking out too. He was like, "What the fuck is that shit?" I was like, "It's technically a rodent. I get it. I understand."
That's some dope traditions, though.
Personally, I don't eat it.
I got a question. On New Year's, did anybody parents ever cook black eyed peas and put change in it, and whoever got the change out meant that they had good luck?
No, the black eyed pea party, yeah, but my pops never did.
So
change.
it wasn't like you had like regular black eyed peas, but you had a little pot, and whoever was scooping and finding it's almost like Louisiana with the king cake.
Mm-hmm.
If you found the change, that meant you had good luck for like the year, and so like they would make it, and you put the quarter, dime, whatever in there.
Or what's the thing? What's the thing in the turkey?
The wishbone.
Oh, the wishbone.
The wishbone in the turkey. Yeah.
That's crazy because like I've never done that. Like I've never done that. Like I say, the black eyed pea thing. Yeah, like my dad still does that to this day. He still cooks black eyed peas on the first of the year.
I'll say this for us, we have a tradition of always trying to make sure we get together through the summer, through the the day. We try to always make sure that we get together at least a couple of holidays out of the year. So that's our thing. I know, Heather, you can't get to that, but if you could, you would. But that's something that all of us did. We do now.
And
yes.
And yeah, like with me piggybacking off Meech, going to my grandmother's house on holidays and having all of my family there, and we just hang out and just have a good time, like just kicking it. It wasn't nothing too crazy. It was just like all of our family was there. We just have a good time. So yeah, piggybacking off that a little bit. But go ahead, Meech. What you was about to say?
And I was going to add to what the professor was saying about New Year's tradition, and I really didn't have that, but I know that my mom's, she would hang like a piece of cabbage over the front door. That just means that whoever is in the household is going to be financially blessed.
Really?
So, that's dope. I've never heard of that. I've heard the cinnamon.
And then the cooking of cabbage too.
Yeah.
Did you just say cookie dough? Is that what you said? What did you just say?
Heather, the cooking of the cabbage, like
the cooking of the
cabbage as a substitute.
Well, let's see what these people talking about over here in the comments, please.
Alrighty. Stephanie says 1, joint birthday celebrations and karaoke, and 2, Christmas Day. Christmas Day, Kris Kringle exchange, Secret Santa's exchange. Okay.
That's good traditions too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Patty says we had the rigged cable box, so watched Monday Night Raw every week. Me, my dad, and my brothers,
Mhm.
and then every SummerSlam. She also said, "Yeah, Patrice, my mom did that too. She didn't make us eat stuff we didn't like. She would make different food. Like I don't like beans, so if she made rice and beans for everyone else, she would make me mac and cheese, for example."
That's dope. Because my mom was the same way.
I
My
never
mom was like
got that.
that
I
too.
never got that luxury.
Okay, so we've done questions, and we're going to move on from questions, and we're going to finish the statement. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. And y'all all can answer at the same time. You don't have to wait. You don't believe fat meat is what?
Means greasy.
Fat meat is greasy. I need all y'all to answer at the same time. Y'all didn't know that one?
I didn't honestly.
It's
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, you don't believe fat means greasy? That's
Okay.
an old saying.
A day late and a
Dollar short.
Dollar
Okay.
short.
This one is easy. Birds of a feather.
Flock
Flock
together.
Flock together.
My name is Bless. And I ain't in this mess. I never heard that one.
Never heard that one. Got some other ones that I didn't heard, but I never heard that one.
I have other
Okay,
variations
what have you
besides
heard
that one.
pertaining to that one?
My name is Bennett, and I'm not in it.
Yeah, that one.
My name is Paul, and that's
Paul,
between
and that's
y'all.
between y'all. So yeah, I've heard those.
I've never heard that one.
Wow. Paul between
Never.
y'all, that's crazy. But yeah, blessed. I'm not in this mess. I ain't never heard that one. That's crazy. Okay.
Okay, you should get this one. This is an A and B conversation.
So
See your way out of
Your way out of it.
Okay.
You can see your way out my ride.
Don't cry over.
You're gonna see
No.
your home.
Okay. I'm sick and tired of.
Yo,
He's
shit.
tired.
of being sick and tired.
Thank you.
This bullshit.
Meech, where the fuck you and Jay? I'm gonna need y'all to. I don't.
Oh, that wasn't it? Oh, okay.
No.
I mean, I done heard my parents say that plenty of times. I'm sick and tired of this shit.
Yeah. You didn't even say
Okay,
it.
I'll give you that, but no, that's not the same.
Oh, well, these damn F's that you keep bringing home. Yeah, I do so much fight.
Jay, you okay? You okay?
You don't need a hug.
You need a hug? Everybody bring it in. Everybody bring it in for him one time. Come on, everybody.
I got one hand, please.
Does thou push me back when I try to hug thee?
Daughter,
Let's
daughter
go.
Patrice, read the next statement, please.
Daddy, don't do me like that. Daddy, chill.
You ain't supposed
What the hell is even black?
you ain't supposed to call me daddy like that.
What is that? Daddy, chill.
That man would this color man was so confused. What the hell is even black?
When he said that, he was like, Daddy, chill. What the hell does that even mean?
He was like, "What the hell is even that?" Like that was the funniest shit ever. But go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
A hit dog will.
Holler.
Holla. Okay. God is good all the time.
All the time, God is good.
Good.
All right. I'm just trying to make $1 out of.
15 cents.
15 cents.
A dime and a nickel.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Just because we're free don't mean we can hit the sheets. I'm sorry.
Oh, hell.
Them shoulders is working, boy.
Yeah.
Hey. That boy get a neck. All of a sudden the shoulders get to working. I see you, Mr. Smith.
That boy's stupid. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. We're going to end this with a put a finger down challenge. Is 10 fingers up. Everybody, please. Let's go.
Gerald, that's 2 hands.
Shut up. I knew that.
If you've ever heard this saying come from your parents, put a finger down. A hard head, make a soft ass. If you heard, fix your face before I fix it for you. Put a finger down if you was asked a question and when you tried to answer it, you was told to shut up and quit talking back. Put a finger down if you were to tell the truth. If your parents would, I can't even get that out. Put a finger down if your parents told you to tell the truth, and if you did, they wouldn't get mad. Put a finger down if your parents ever asked you, "Oh, so you think you grown now?" Put a finger down if you were told, "When we go in the store, don't pick nothing up, don't touch nothing, and don't ask for nothing." Put a finger down if your parents ever said to you, "I might have been born at night, but not last night."
You ain't gotta get that all the way out.
Right.
Put a finger down if your parents ever said to you, I said that, I'm sorry. Put a finger down if you were ever told, when you get over there, don't act like you starved out and never ate. Put a finger down if you were ever told, don't ask, can anybody spend the night, because the answer is no. Put a finger down if you were ever woken up because something wasn't cleaned in the house. I got 10 fingers down.
So does Gerald.
Huh?
So does Gerald.
Yeah, that was 10 questions. It was the finger down was 10.
10 questions. So.
Oh, you made it like you won.
Aaron and Mitch was the only one that had one finger still left.
Yeah, we had.
No, nobody wins anything. It's just that, that's the shit that our parents said to us.
I'm about to say shit. They ain't never told y'all don't get over there and don't get over there asking for nothing.
No, you ain't went to like you ain't ever went to your grandma's house and your mama say don't go over there acting like you ain't never ate or you didn't eat today.
Right.
Mine's never said that.
Because they already knew grandma was gonna give you whatever you asked for.
Yep.
I think that's exactly what it was, because they would.
Yeah, that's exactly why she told me that. That's exactly why she told me that.
Now I can either ask a couple of more questions or we can end the show here. What do y'all want to do? Because we had 2:05.
Ask a couple more questions and then we'll get out of here.
What was something you always found in the kitchen?
Pots and pans.
You said what was something that was always found in the kitchen?
Yes.
A hot comb.
Have you ever wondered what happens when we...
A pot or a can of cooking oil that somebody fried, or some bacon grease or something on the stove or on the counter.
That's true.
All the things that belong in the kitchen.
I hate you.
Meat defrosted in the thing.
Silverware.
Paper towels. A stove.
A refrigerator.
Nope. I'm gonna get y'all real good with this one. That junk drawer that had all the damn packets of ketchup and sauces and all that shit that came from everything. That one goddamn drawer that had that. It had the takeout menus in it and some more random shit that you don't even know how to do.
I got one of those here.
Yeah. Everybody got one of those. I don't know why you playing. Stop playing.
But the crazy thing is I don't use them no more. I don't use them no more because I can read the menu from DoorDash. So I be sitting there like, yeah, okay, y'all do have that here. Okay. So, but
like y'all remember packets. That drawer? Oh, look in there. You don't want none of that shit that's in that shit. Been sitting there since 1963. And they talking about, oh, it's some good. No, it's not. Put that shit in the motherfucking trash. Just don't even go through it. Just throw it all out.
How about motherfuckers that used to put batteries in the freezer?
That works.
Yes, it does. So you ever get your remote control and that shit don't work? You take the batteries out because you ain't got no extra batteries. Put that shit in the freezer for a minute.
Only for a minute though, because they get too cold, they gonna work. You gotta kind of like.
That's after you done flick them around a little bit and because you take the back off,
try to get it in there.
Or you ever switch the batteries in from one side to the next side? You be like, okay, you was on the right, so I'm gonna put you on the left, and then. New batteries. There we go.
This battery was facing this way, so let me go ahead and flip this.
What is the most random shit you ever done that like, but it worked. The most random shit you ever done, but it worked.
Random
Take
shit.
a scratch CD, put water on it, and put that shit in the freezer. Then you get that shit work. I shit you not.
I used to do alcohol, honestly.
Yeah, I've done it with
And
for
stick
some
it in the
reason.
freezer.
No, is it me or did like alcohol and what's the other one? Peroxide. Did that shit like just work on everything? Like
You had a cold run.
like if you
especially
had,
alcohol.
right, like you had a Nintendo 64 and you after you blow the dust you get a napkin and some alcohol and you hit the cartridge and you set that shit in there neatly. That motherfucker cut right on. And you
what it was is y'all was doing it too fast.
Q-tip.
You had to ease it in that bitch. That's why it
no, because but then sometimes you used to just go hand kablam and that motherfucker cut right on still. You be like, yep, it worked. So
or I'll have to stack another Nintendo cartridge on top of it while it was still inside, just for the game to work.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So you already just doubling it.
It worked.
Hey, it worked though.
Hey, shit, we used to get creative as kids to make some shit work. Like, moms ain't about to buy us another one, so we gotta make this motherfucker work somehow, some way.
No, or if the controller wires
we gonna play this system
you have to figure out a way to try to like fold it where it actually still.
Oh my god! Or you take a toothpick and you be cleaning the little. You take a toothpick, you be cleaning the part where you stick it in. You be sitting up there just
trying to get all of it out.
See, look at all this good and shit in here. That's why the controller don't work, y'all.
It worked.
It works. And then what you do? Get a napkin and some alcohol, and you wipe that motherfucker off and stick that motherfucker in. That motherfucker work brand new. You fucking crazy.
I got a question for anybody who owned an Xbox.
Never owned.
Have you guys ever did anything randomly that would get rid of your ring of death? Your what is it? The red ring of death?
No, I never had an Xbox.
You never had one.
I've heard about the red ring of death. Yes.
Okay, because listen,
because I've heard like once it's there,
what the fuck is a red ring of death? Because I don't know.
Basically, a red ring of death is like when you done did something to this fucking Xbox to where it's not gonna work. It's like it's
not gonna work.
It's dead.
I've never had that, so okay, I'm sorry.
So
once that red ring pop up, it's like shit.
Like you had to go buy another one. Damn near.
What do you do now?
You had to go buy another one because I had homeboys who, man, do you know how to get the red ring? Oh hell no, I got a PlayStation at home.
For that reason, I think my brother only had one Xbox, and for that very reason, he was like, "See, this is the reason why I stick with PlayStation." He never went back. Okay, he never went back to Xbox.
I don't blame him.
The next question is, since y'all talking about it, regardless of what system it was on, what was one of y'all favorite games to play?
007 GoldenEye. When you heard that, you be like, "Oh, player, you don't know what's about to happen to you." Golden gun time.
That's just if it's on any system for Mortal Kombat. But like my favorite game to play of all time, honestly, I used to like to play Donkey Kong Country.
Why did I know you was about to say that? Why did
that was my favorite? That was my absolute favorite.
I would have to say Tony Hawk's.
Ooh.
What's his name? Paul Rudd, the rapster, or whatever that little.
Oh, Parappa the rapper.
That right there. Kick,
punch. It's all in the
mind. I show you fine. Listen, that game right there. Oh, and Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, Crash
Bandicoot. Listen.
But Madden, of course, Madden, and then as I got older, 2K.
As much as I love football, and y'all know I love football, I've never played football on a game system.
But before 2K, it was always live though.
I tried Madden once and was like, nope, you can have it. I'm not gonna do it.
When I was into wrestling, SmackDown. When I was into wrestling, SmackDown used to be the shit too.
Yeah, that's true.
SmackDown.
Motherfucking Vice City.
Nah, San Andreas.
I'm sorry. For me, it's always. I mean, I do give it to you, but Vice City was my shit.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Anybody ever get the
Now
Game
that-
Gear when it first came out?
Say that again.
Anybody ever get the Game Gear when it first came out?
No.
No, I never
had
got the
Game Gear.
Game Gear.
I got it, but I couldn't play with it 6 months when I first got it. My mama was a cold piece of work. You open that shit. She let us open up all our gifts. She was a motherfucker too. Not just the gifts she brought us, but the gifts everybody else brought us. Put it in the trash bag. We can get that shit for 6 months.
Damn.
I had a whole Sega Game Gear, brand new. Couldn't even touch that motherfucker for 6 months.
It didn't really matter because as soon as my report card came, shit, all my shit got taken. PlayStation in the top of the closet.
April.
I don't think I ever remember my mom taking our game systems away, honestly.
Shit, you lucky. My mama took away everything.
I mean, we were spoiled as hell, so.
Okay, with that being said, who was the disciplinary in y'all family?
Both of my parents.
Definitely my mom.
Mom's definitely.
The boy?
Both.
So for me, it was my mom. Mostly my dad was just kind of that person, get off the phone. Or my dad was like this, the type of person be like, oh, you got a B? Next time, bring it up to A. Nigga, I got a B. Most people ain't even get that shit. That was my daddy. But my mama, she was the one that's going to whoop your ass, take everything away, and look at my daddy and be like, I dare you to say something. He like, shit, you got it?
No, I really didn't see my dad as much. Mm-hmm. So when I did see him, I would get anything I wanted, basically. I think it was more of a guilt thing. So it's like anything I wanted, I asked for. But my mom, on the other hand, nope, she wasn't having that shit. Or she picked and choose when she wanted to spoil motherfuckers versus actually being a disciplinarian.
Got you. Okay, I'm gonna read what's on there, and then I'm gonna ask another question.
Okay,
we'll be done.
Okay. Oh wait, hold on. I'm trying to go all the way back up. Here we go. Eli said, yeah, it was a couple of them. Eli said, put a finger down if a roach was not seen or heard all day, but as soon as company arrived. Damn. And this was the
houses when they had that.
What'd you say?
Kitchen. Huh?
What'd you say, Jay?
I said I'd have been to other people's houses that had roaches.
Yeah.
I be sitting there, we be sitting there. You ever see a roach on the wall and the roach sees you so it don't move? Like
wait,
it doesn't see me.
Of the story I read where dude was like, he was with a chick and told her, I can't be with you if you're gonna treat Oscar like that. And he was like, she said, who is Oscar? Oscar is the roach that I named that you killed on your wall 2 weeks ago that's still there. Like, what?
Wow.
Jesus.
Right, you be sitting there just talking like, yeah, man. Is it so?
Hey, my neighbor, like, we're in 3, she was in 1, and she invited us to her house for a party. She's not there no more, so I can talk about it. I went up in that motherfucker. I walked back the fuck out. Let me tell you why. They got a house full of people and everybody partying. The TV got roaches crawling on it. You can look right there at the kitchen and they got cereal boxes and roach crawling. At this point, bitch, I don't want nothing out your house. I'm disgusted. I want to go home and take a shower. Okay?
Yikes.
When I told the landlord, I said, sir, you need to go ahead and just bomb this whole motherfucking place at that point.
Alrighty, we got a couple of comments.
No, sir. No. Everybody didn't have them. Because we had a clean house. But bomb everything so we don't get them. I'm sorry. I read that before you read it.
Okay. Stephanie said cereal. I think this was for like the stuff in the kitchen.
The stuff in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. She also said plastic bag drawer. Yeah, definitely. Eli, you are definitely late for this one, but he said a 10 cookie box with no cookies, but a bunch of random stuff. Patty says batteries in the freezer. Eli says mouth all moist for a chocolate chip cookie, only to find a sewing kit in that tin can. This was for the video games. He says Fight Night, Def Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Fight Night, Def Jam. He made it together.
Well, fight for New York.
Well, you're right. Fight for New York. Eli says if you live in an apartment and one person got them, all of y'all got them. Shit wicked. Not if
No,
you bomb.
sir. No, the fuck not.
Not if you bomb.
It can definitely happen.
It can happen, but not here. It didn't. The devil is a liar. Yeah. With that being said, we got one more, and this is pretty much a finish this. Finish it. Of course, my mother's black, and finish it. So it's kind of like a
something that she did. We could,
yeah,
something that proves she's black without.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or say you grew up in a black household without saying you grew up in a black household.
Okay, I got one.
Go ahead.
Of course, my mom was black. Of course, she used to hide sodas, drinks, and snacks in her room to make sure that we didn't get to them.
My mama didn't do that. You better not touch shit until you ask.
Oh God, that is bananas. Yeah,
I go into the closet and be like, "This is where the chips been. What the fuck?"
Hey yo, I had an auntie. I went over to my cousin's house to spend the night one weekend. She was charging her kids for like noodles and shit. Like they had to pay 25 cents for a pack of noodles, 25 cents for sodas, 50 cents. I'm sitting up here looking like, y'all really go through this shit? Damn. We didn't go through this shit. My mom brought shit, and that's what we
didn't go through that.
Damn,
that's a new.
Yeah, I told mom, I said, I don't want to be
snack
here.
Is crazy.
Right. She said, that's all. And then they got mad at me because I'm a guest at the house, so I had to pay for shit. First of all, she would have tried to make me pay for anything. I told my mom to come get me. They was all the way in Fontana. Baby, I would have been at home. I'm just saying.
Yikes.
What's your answers?
Goddamn oodles in it can be mama or daddy. You don't have to pick and choose.
Right. I'm blocking up here.
You ain't the only one.
What to say?
Damn.
My mother's black. Of course, I knew that if I went outside in my school shoes and not my outside shoes, I was getting my ass whooped. Stop playing. I'm just saying.
My mom's black because I definitely had to be in the house before the street lights came on.
Sucks for you.
Yeah, especially on a school night.
That's the only exception.
Oh, TGI Friday coming on. I'm definitely about to be in the house, so it doesn't really fucking
Anybody
matter.
outside playing and your mom tell you, yeah, you can go down the street, but you better not go around that corner or don't play in the street.
No, we played in the street.
Oh, yeah, we played in the street. But yeah,
it depends on what street you were on, because certain streets you can play in the streets. Other streets, hell yeah. Like where I stayed at, my elementary school, we played in the streets all day long, even at nighttime. I just did not like my neighbor because she always told her, "Y'all out there, cousin, I'm finna tell you, shut the fuck up." What you say? I ain't say nothing. She heard everything. Everything.
I got another one. Of course, my mom is black. Of course, she would hit me in the head with the brush if I moved 1 inch while she was doing my hair.
Hold still.
Wow.
Even though you was tender-headed.
Listen, my mama combed our hair every day. Even if we wasn't going nowhere. I'm just saying.
I'm trying to think of others. It should be a lot. It's funny that they don't come straight to your brain like immediately.
It's like thinking of them without saying that you're actually black. That's the challenging part for me.
Oh wait, there we go. Of course, I'm sorry. Of course, my mom is black. Of course, she's gonna wake me up at 7 o'clock in the morning playing oldies to make sure that we get our ass up to start cleaning.
Now, of course, my mom is black. If you didn't clean that kitchen before you went to bed, she was waking you up at 3:00 in the morning. Stop playing. To get your ass.
So of course, my mom is black. Of course, if I didn't have that chicken outside in the sink by 6 p.m., by the time she got home, I was gonna get my ass beat.
Baby, if that food wasn't thawed out,
Ain't nobody eating.
don't let that shit be thawed out when she get home. You
It's a
finna get your ass whooped.
It is a wrap.
Oh
Hey,
god.
you look like you had a moment. What happened?
Mhm.
Or
You had
like
a moment. What
like
happened?
No, I'm laughing because because I never had to do that. But the crazy shit is, I can imagine y'all trying to defrost that shit when y'all realize that y'all didn't take it out.
It's been several times.
What I knew now, shit would have been defrosted. All you got to do is pour a little salt on there and cut on the cold water. Not hot, but cold. Salt and cold water would defrost that shit in less than 10 minutes. Just so y'all
I did know that back then for sure, because
if I would have known what I knew now.
Oh, you learn something new every day.
We have like an hour to do this shit. Like, fuck.
Salt water and cold water.
Salt.
You couldn't think of anything.
Salt and cold water. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, you couldn't think of anything. You cracked that
No
hot
problem,
water
Patrice.
on to the max.
Listen, you done got enough times of saying Patrice. You better go.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
I be like, okay, you know what?
I was counting my head every time. Like, all right, cool, Patrice.
I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. Don't say it no more. It's put. God damn it, no professor.
You know I'm about to say it, right?
Right.
Mr. Washington.
I'm about to say, of course.
I love you though.
Washington?
Wow.
Go tell the government on the show.
I love you, Daddy.
Daughter. You know where my heart lie at, daughter.
I know, Daddy. I know. Okay.
We on vacation tomorrow. Today.
Exactly.
I'm about to say, of course.
Okay.
Of course, my mama's black. Because she slapped me in the mouth after I answered the question that she asked me to answer.
Of course, my mom.
That smack hit hard too. Like they fuck you up with that smack because you don't know it's coming. That you don't know it's coming smack hit worse than you know it's finna come.
No, of course my mom is black. Of course, when we go to the restaurant, I'm gonna tell them that I'm 9, even though I'm 13.
That's the buffet.
Hometown. You
Oh,
can eat all the ice cream you fucking want. Of course, my mama's black. They take me to Sizzler every time I graduate. Every time I comb. Every time I have a coronation from a grave to the next.
That's the one.
Right, because you didn't graduate. You culminated.
You culminated.
You know what, Gerald? I'm proud of you on these big words tonight, sir. I'm gonna take a special time. Lord, everybody, clap it up for Gerald on the big words. Clap it up for Gerald on the big words.
Thank you. I'll be here. I'll be here next show. Don't worry about it. But I'll be here next show. But yeah, when you culminate, you go straight to Sizzler.
That's a fact.
Exactly.
that is true.
Oh my god.
No, of course, my parents are black. Of course, my birthday parties always consisted of an open bar.
Facts.
Negative.
BYOB.
Open bar is basically, she's not just saying open bar. What she's saying is there was alcohol at the party.
Every time.
That's what she mean.
Every single time.
That's what she mean. There was alcohol at the party.
I'm about to piggyback off you. Of course, my parents are black. Of course, my party was in the day. They shit turned into it at night. It turned into they shit that night.
Now that's facts.
That's the way.
Yep.
All the kids that came to see you doing your party got to go in your room.
Yep.
And the adults is elsewhere.
The adults is about to. We over here. We drinking. Fuck is you thinking?
Drinking and smoking.
Yeah, that is pretty much another one of just them having parties, period, and putting all the kids into one room.
Right.
And the only time
Okay,
they bring out the kids when
listen.
it's a dance contest time. Let's come outside.
That kid with the one room shit fucked me up because you went in that one room. My auntie she didn't have a regular window. It's a window with the glass slats. You remember those glass slats where you had to roll that, like crank it, but they just kind of open. They didn't like, you know what I'm saying? It was glass slats. Then you had the one TV that didn't work all the way. You had to turn it, had a couple of channels. There's about 632 kids in there, and one person wanted to take advantage and be like, "Oh, I'm the oldest, so I get to do whatever." Fuck you, Kenny, because that's what that nigga name was. Fuck you, Kenny, you and your mama Kim, because she thought she was doing something. That's all I'm saying.
Sure wasn't Bud. I just
No, the nigga name was Kenny.
Damn.
Bud.
And Kenny was like, "I'm the oldest, so y'all gotta listen to me." Fuck you, Kenny, because you lucky I didn't whoop your ass that day.
let's see who parents are black in the comments though, so we can get up out of here.
All right. Okay, so this was for a previous. Patty said my uncle did that to my cousins for bread and milk. Was wild to me. It was 6 of them. He would buy 1 gallon for the month and charge them for more. I called my mom to pick me up because I wasn't paying for milk.
Facts. What the fuck paying for milk? I'm lactose anyway.
Yeah, so Uncle George is a 1 bowl rule in effect.
Patty said, of course, my mom was black. I was making full course meals by 12 years old.
That right there.
Eli says, of course, my mama is black. A pot of spaghetti with hot dogs was a meal that would be dinner for a week.
Okay, I get the spaghetti, but we didn't have hot dog. We had sausages.
We didn't have hot dogs, though.
We didn't have hot dogs. We had sausages. That roast sausage?
That's Jollibee.
I'm about to say.
Not Jollibee.
We had just ground beef, but but the ground beef was that's when they used to buy the logs of ground beef.
that was like this fucking long.
Yeah, motherfucker be $7. They come out with a tube of that shit. You be just
we bougie now. We do ground turkey over here, but
right.
All right. Eli said, of course, my mama is black. Don't call her while she at work about school and you didn't handle it as a teacher first. You will get cussed out.
That's facts. My mama didn't play that shit.
He says, of course, my mama is black. Don't you be running in and out my house, running up my electricity bill. That was the one I was thinking of earlier.
Makes no fucking sense whatsoever. How is that running up your electricity bill? But go ahead.
The same way your mama said,
I understand
don't
gas.
open my door because you over here cooling off the whole goddamn city.
Oh yeah, so you just go AC the whole neighborhood, like just okay.
Or during the cold weather, it's like the heater's kicked on full blast, like you got the front door open, so you're heating up outside now.
Right, don't be heating up the neighborhood.
Or like you go out the door, you leave the door open. Were you raised in a barn?
That right there.
Like, what the fuck does that got to do with anything?
Damn.
Continue.
All right, so this is the last comment. Patty says, of course, my mom was black. I had to perform my drill team routine for the whole family because they missed it during the parade.
Fuck.
Wait, I got one better. Of course, my mama's black. I wasn't single, but I was a rapper, so I had to rap all the Missy Elliott part and Dear Mama, and then do the whole dance that Missy Elliott used to do. My mama ain't shit for that.
Missy Elliott was in Dear Mama?
I rapped Dear Mama. My mama had me rap that on her voicemail. Then I had to do the whole Missy Elliott shit and do Missy Elliott used to do that little dance and shit. I used to do that, so my mama would make me do it for people.
You didn't say that the first time. Yeah, be confused.
You read Missy Elliott version in Dear Mama. I was like,
I didn't know Missy Elliott was in Dear Mama.
But once you broke it down, it made sense.
Hybrid.
My mama made me rap Dear Mama on her voicemail.
No,
I promise you.
No, we got it now. But I was saying when you said it at first, it was.
No, I know. I said it too fast.
My heart kind of dropped out my chest. I was like, I didn't know Missy Elliott was on no Dear Mama. Like, how did I miss that?
I was like, for real. I was like, I'm not real hip hop now. I started thinking about Brown. Like, that is not hip hop.
Rap that shit all on her voicemail. Mama made Cookie. We gotta talk about that because that's traumatizing to me. Have me rap that shit, and then every time, go ahead, do the Missy Elliott, do the he. Bruh, I can't stand that dance to this day.
Get that last comment out.
Yep. Speaking of Mama Cookie, she says, always remember it's not selfish to love yourself, take care of yourself, and to make your happiness a priority. It's necessary. If it doesn't bring you peace, profit, or purpose, don't give it your time, energy, or attention. Thanks for a wonderful vibe. I love you all. Have a great, blessed day and week. My number one favorite podcast across the board. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama.
Thank you.
You make us feel so special.
Thanks, Bay.
With that being said, y'all.
Wait, what? God damn, Eric.
With that being said, we have come to the end of UTR Talk Your Shit while growing up black. And with that being said, I'm going to pass it to Heather B, if you would please.
Thank you guys for showing out in the comments. Definitely this time. This was definitely one of our topics that we really, really wanted to do. And we knew that we was going to have a really, really good time with you guys with this. So definitely thank you so much for coming and supporting. Definitely make sure that you do follow all of our social medias, our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube channel. We also do go live on there. So if anytime you're unable to see it on Facebook, you can always see the stream on YouTube as well.
And subscribe to that as well. Our
and
YouTube.
Subscribe definitely to the YouTube so you
trying
can
to get our numbers up to get over there.
So as far as final remarks, I'll say this. Definitely, we all have similarities within the households that we grew up in. Luckily, being Black, it's pretty much a whole diaspora of different Black households, whether if it is just, Black American, Caribbean, African, everybody has their own type of household that they grew up in and have their type of memories that are attached to that as well. So definitely make sure that you do treasure those. And if there are traditions that you hold dearly to your heart, make sure that you continue to pass those down through your children and your children's children. That's all.
Heather, what page diaspora on?
No.
I'll find it.
Diaspora.
What page is Trader? You can make sure you Trader on instead of treasure. Trader on.
I said treasure.
But it's okay. I know you got to switch back and forth between accent and American, so we don't let it slide tonight.
Oh my God, meat.
Oh my Lord. Oh,
What was you doing? That boy back in the chair. Oh yeah.
Don't do me like that, bro.
I'm fine.
Don't do that. But to everyone that came up and showed up and showed out for growing up Black, we definitely appreciate everyone's experiences growing up Black and everything, and showed up in the comment section. And we definitely appreciate the energy y'all bring, not just for this segment, but for every segment that y'all participate in.
Absolutely.
And as far as final remarks is concerned, I mean, never be ashamed of how you grew up. I mean, it could either be meant to mold you in as far as building your strength is concerned, or it could be filled with good memories. But never be ashamed of how you grew up, because it teaches you how to live for not only for the present but also the future as well. And I'll leave it at that.
Talk your shit.
And with that being said,
good night.
we have come to the end of Talk Your Shit. How do we follow that?
I did it again.
Why do we always put him second? Why do we do this?
You don't always put me second though.
Yeah, I mean,
what?
Stop when you say.
You don't always have me go second when it comes to final thoughts though. So,
but as Heather B said, follow us on all of our platforms: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. and wherever else. We appreciate every single comment that you guys brought today. I mean, it was a lot of fun. We had a blast. I had a blast with everybody on screen, and also had a blast with y'all in the comments. It was just amazing to hear some of you guys' some of the way you guys grew up and some of the things that you had to endure as children. So, and Farrah's final remarks, I'm not following nothing he just said. So y'all have a blessed one, and I'll see y'all next time.
I would say that I'm not as black as y'all on the screen because of a lot of things that I realized I didn't go through growing up or as a young adolescent. So I might have to go look at my genealogy. Maybe I do ancestry in me or something because I don't think I'm 1,000% black no more. Are y'all are just some heathens, which I think is half that as well. You didn't have to do that because I'll definitely.
Yeah, I knew that was directed at me, but I wanted to point it out there. Like,
But I would also say, attached to what Heather B and Meech said and Jay said, be thankful for the parents we do have, whether they're still here or whether you've remembered them in memory and spirit. Be thankful and grateful for the parents you didn't have. Cherish the moments that of your past and of your present, and mold that into your future. I think here's a great phrase that we probably didn't say. What didn't kill you made you stronger, and I'm blessed to say that we 5 strong individuals on this show tonight, and even all y'all in the comments are strong for enduring what y'all went through as well. We all know for sure that these younger kids wouldn't be able to walk a mile in our shoes. That's another phrase our parents used to say. But all in all, again, I did have a good show tonight with you guys. It was fun, and I can't wait to do this again with you all.
talk your shit.
Church.
And bring us home, Patrice.
Professor. Oh, I thought she was waiting on me to call her Professor.
Listen, growing up does not to determine who you are. You write the story of your life. Growing up helps you to learn who you are and to teach you how to get where you're going. Everybody has a different outlook on life, but everybody also has similarities when it comes to life. Be grateful for the things that you were taught. Be grateful for the things that you learn, and just learn to love each other. Live life, love, and laugh.
That's my daughter right there.
Thank you, Daddy.
With that being said, we have come to the end of UTR's Talk Your Shit. Growing up black, and we will see you guys next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. We love y'all.
I can never do this right, but I'm gonna try it.